WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
For your sports talk fix every day from 4 to 6, it's Scalzo and Brust. For your sports talk fix every day from 4 to 6, it's Scalzo and Brust. For your sports talk fix every day from 4 to 6, it's Scalzo and Brust. For your sports talk fix every day from 4 to 6.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee.
Party, baby.
This is Scalzo and Brust on 94.5 ESPN,
party,
the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Woo! It's a party, baby.
Scalzo and Brust, presented by I Have No Idea. I'm Greg Scalzo. He is Ben Brust. You, the Scalzo and Brust family. No Joshy DiMaggio today. Enjoying a little holiday time, I presume?
I gave him the opportunity, and he was interested, but the plans fell through for the full reunion for Josh DiMaggio.
So your cousin sub of the day today is Alex Strofe, who woke up from hibernation over the last couple of weeks. Looks like he woke up from hibernation.
He's eating a chili dog. Walked
the block over here to the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studios here at ESPN Milwaukee to join us, to run the show. And Scalzo and Brust is back. Of course, the family, we want you calling, texting 800-990-ESPN, 800-990-3776 on the Carbless Talk and Text line where less is more. We're excited. We're excited to be back here. I'm glad that we don't have another best of going today because I feel like all we've had across ESPN in Milwaukee the last 2 weeks is best ofs. Well, Alex Strofe has been sitting on his couch eating bugles and having his hands down his pants.
Crying about John Cena. Don't forget about that.
Well, that was before my vacation.
Yeah, don't act like it didn't trickle into the holidays. And as Strofe answers the phone, I will say I'd love to hear from anyone part of the Scalzo and Brust family, the official, unofficial, whatever your title was. We had Kristen New Berlin, now Kristen Nishota, who is the official, unofficial best friend of Scalzo and Brust, as his wife famously cheated on him with his best friend. If your title's not that deep, I don't care what it is, we'd love to hear from you.
We certainly would. Again, 800-990-3776. Again, 800-990-ESPN. And the Scalzo and Brust reunion comes at an interesting time, I think, here for Wisconsin sports fans, as it feels like as harmonious as the Wisconsin sports world normally is, it feels like it's becoming more and more fractured right now.
Well, hosting with Jesse Nelson yesterday, he wanted to do something that he made it seem like he created the best idea ever. High points and low points of 2025 as a Wisconsin sports fan. And what I realized is the high points are not the highs for any team, right? The low point right now is the Packers against the Broncos, Micah Parsons tearing his ACL. The Brewers had a ton of high points, but they got throttled by the Dodgers, what felt like not an NLCS. The Badgers lost in the round of 32. Marquette's irrelevant. The Bucks, the future of Giannis Antetokounmpo's in a weird spot. So kind of a weird, what's going on with all the teams from a championship standpoint?
From a championship standpoint, yes, but you have to feel great about where the Milwaukee Brewers are. The Bucks have Giannis back, right? And they're in an interesting position where they could potentially,
won some games now. They're playing again.
String some wins together here. The Packers is the big one. Like the Badgers, we know where they're at, and they are at rock bottom.
Oh,
right
I didn't even mention.
You didn't even mention the Badgers.
Yeah,
the Badgers are at rock bottom.
My low point was the Maryland game.
But the Green Bay Packers are the team that I would say the state cares about the most, and where they are trying to find, some consensus among Packers fans. And I feel like this happens once every 10 years where it's like in The Godfather, right? When when Don Corleone has to call the family of the meeting of the five families because every 10 years or so it turns into an all-out war. That's like Packers fans. It's like at some point everybody's hunky-dory, and then someone's like, wait a second, aren't we called Titletown? Shouldn't we be able to win a Super Bowl now? Like all we do is like get into the playoffs and lose pretty quickly, and we're good but not great. And is that good enough? And then Packers fans fight with each other for a while. Maybe there's a coaching change, and then we just reset the cycle over and over. It happened towards the end of the Favre era, happened in the middle of the Rodgers era with McCarthy, and now we're sitting here at a really precarious place with Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur, and wondering, like, is this good? Is this what we should be happy with? Is this not good enough?
It's good, but the definition of good is different to everybody. Kyle Wallace will sit here and say the season's over because the season's over in his mind when he feels like the team can't win a Super Bowl. But then you have people that are hanging on to the fact that, like, all right, you still want to win a playoff game and you're building something, but how is this any different than the last 3 years? Under the Love LaFleur era, it's not. The best year so far from a regular season standpoint in the LaFleur Love era was 2023. That was when they started 3-6 and they won all those games. And Jordan Love was electric for the 8 straight weeks. 2024, they won a lot of games. You could still say they hit double-digit wins, but they weren't able to beat good teams. And this year, the expectations were higher, obviously. Injuries are a part of this. And then you look around the league, and you're not the only team facing injuries. Without Fred Warner and Bosa and Brock Purdy, the Niners are playing for the number 1 seed. So, yeah, like that's why this is coming to the point of, like, if they're not, who cares what happens week 18, but it's not going to look good when you lose 4 straight games to end the regular season. And if you don't beat the Bears, which is what it's looking like, what do you do if you're Ed Policy?
800-990 ESPN 800-990-3776. Yeah, I'm okay, Strofe. I know you said that in my ear. But you were talking to Brust?
Yeah, is he okay?
Why?
He seems nervous.
You didn't talk to me. I didn't hear anything about it.
No, I said to Greg, is he okay?
Oh, I thought you asked if I was okay because there's different things moving. Since the last time I hosted here, there's a YouTube thing. There's this screen that he obviously is controlling, and it's moving while I'm talking. Well, you're talking. I'm trying to pay attention to what you're saying.
Yeah, Strofe, I was a little nervous, like an anxious, excited nervous. This is like the first time I've had butterflies since I was like 10 years old before Christmas morning.
You've had in months, huh?
Hey, Charlie Shortino.
My guy Chad on the Carbless Talking text line chimes in, says, Ben, please stop talking about Jesse. That was dreadful to have to hear him for 3 hours yesterday. Chef Ed says, Scalzo and Brust, I was then and still am Chef Ed. And Chris Payne chimes in and says, is it the Packers' job to win a Super Bowl, or is it their jobs to provide a fall winter of fun and entertainment? And that's my question. That's my question.
To Mark Antanasio. It's summer of fun.
That's my question to Packers fans. It's like, what do you want? Because in my career, right, in Wisconsin, which has been 15 years, there has been a feeling of fulfillment with just being good. Being better than the Bears so that you could punk on Bears fans. Being better than the Vikings, right? Being able to point to 14 world championships, even though most of them happened,
prehistoric era?
Yes.
The Mendoza line. They happened pre-Don Majkowski.
Well, they happened before many Packers fans were even born,
yes,
right?
That's what we put as the Mendoza line.
Correct. I'm trying to explain that because not everyone's going to remember our version of the Mendoza line.
Of course they will.
And that's where Packers fans have to decide. Like, is this good enough or is it not? And I think that there's, validity on both sides. But if you're going to claim that you're title town, then you probably should have higher expectations than just from eking into the playoffs. Now, I'm not saying that means you have to completely blow up LaFleur,
okay, then what
completely blow up Love.
Because when you pose that question, everyone goes to, we need something new and different. So what would be new and different outside of getting rid of some major pieces?
It's okay to say this isn't good enough, that this team is underachieved. But Packers fans, by and large, are committed to constantly talking about their players like they are either the best or they need to leave. Right? I mean, the Jordan Love conversation is fascinating to me because you've got you've got fans out there who 3 weeks ago were saying, well, Jordan Love should be the MVP. We were doing Sunday Karma, Strofe, and it was like, well, why shouldn't Jordan Love be the MVP? And then I'm looking in social media, and you got people saying Malik Willis should be the starter and they should trade Jordan Love. You know how asinine that is?
You're falling for social media. That's 20% of the fan base that thinks
The
that.
fact that that's even a narrative and the fact that people think that low of Jordan Love is fascinating. And the simple answer is that it's somewhere in between. You have a quarterback who at his best is an MVP caliber quarterback, right? But he is not consistent enough to be winning. Is that on him? Is that on the coach? No matter what, you ain't getting rid of Jordan Love. I'll tell you that much. Like, that's the guy who is you're building your franchise around and is worth it, because you give up on him, you're not going to find that next one as easily. And then if you want to make a major change, you do have to figure out Goody. You do have to figure out Matt LaFleur.
Goody bought himself time.
But it's okay to say that these guys are good coaches, a good GM, but the team hasn't performed up to expectations and they need to do more. That playoff game against the Bears is going to be a huge playoff game for just the overall perception. If they win by a score or lose by a score, does it really change how good of a coach Matt LaFleur is or how good of a GM Brian Gutekunst is? No, you're playing the results on it.
3-6 in the playoffs?
But you're just playing the results on that. You know what I mean? And you could always play the results, but like at some point, you got to look a little bit deeper than just, well, they've won this, they've won that.
All right. I agree.
Like, would you trade Jordan Love for Jalen Hurts right now?
No.
Exactly. And Jalen Hurts, you play the results, has been to 2 Super Bowls, won one, and is a Super Bowl MVP. Why? Because you watch the game and you're like, Jalen Hurts isn't that great of a quarterback.
Correct. But my whole thing with this conversation that we continuously having, it's like a revolving door of when, especially right now, especially this year more than ever, the Carolina Panthers game, that was like, what the hell is going on? How do you lose this game? They ended up being a decent team, obviously. They're fighting for the NFC South. But whatever, that was kind of the breaking point of like, they're running the same stale offense. He's supposed to be a good play caller. And then it was, well, is he the guy? They start winning again. They win those 3 divisional games. So a lot of it is heightened this year more than ever for Matt LaFleur because people are getting sick of the same result, so to speak. The last 4 years have been missing the playoffs and 3 7 seeds with 1 playoff win, and there's not a lot of faith right now. Yes, you can match up with the Bears most likely. You've seen them twice. It's been a close game. But if you lose that, then what do you have to show forth under the LaFleur Love era? You don't have a division championship. But I am of the camp that I believe in Jordan Love because nothing's changed. The only thing that's changed is he got hurt. From an offensive standpoint, if he was a top 3 MVP candidate, what has changed on the offense? You're going to get Zach Tom healthier in the playoffs. He's shown that he can play at an elite level. And when they went to Dallas, he played his best game ever. Second best now from a passer rating standpoint. So he has it in him to carry the team. It's not like that defense was any good in 2023 when he did it. So my whole thing is, if you believe in Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur, they should absolutely, despite all the injuries going around, be able to win a playoff game because they've been together for 3 years.
Chip in Cedarburg chimes in 800-990-ESPN. Carbless talking text line. Should we get Mark in New Berlin thoughts on this? Chip in Cedarburg. I'd love to hear from Mark in New Berlin.
He's called quite a bit recently.
I don't know if we've seen Jordan Love as the Lamborghini. Like a Lamborghini's like top of the line.
He's called heading into that Broncos game after Thanksgiving.
Well,
after Jordan Love played well.
People were on their highest with him, right? We also have Dale in Partyville chiming in 800-990-3776 says, hey, Strofe, happy to hear you back on the air. How was overseas? Did you go overseas?
No.
You didn't?
You went MIA.
Unless you consider Manitowoc overseas.
No, I'm guessing he's wondering where you were after Bears-Packers week, where you went for the last 2 weeks.
Magically showed up today, though. What a surprise.
Good to see you at the Tundra Trio on Saturday, Greg.
I was in Boston. Oh, were you on Green Bay game day?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. So there you go. Dale in Partyville must not have listened to that one, wondering where Alex Strofe has been. I thought the whole ESPN Milwaukee team went overseas for the last couple of weeks. So I didn't know if I missed a trip to Germany or Ireland or like where everybody went in these 2 massive weeks heading into the playoffs for Packers season.
Can I propose a career, more so like a philosophy change at GKB? You'd be the person to run that past, right?
Sure.
Can we roll over more than 5 PTO days so I don't have to take the last 2 weeks of the year off?
You didn't have to take the last 2 weeks of the year off. You asked for the last 2 weeks of the year off.
Yeah, because I have all this PTO that's going to go to nowhere. Yeah. I got to use it.
Yeah, I have PTO that it can go to nowhere, and I decided to come into work today. I'm not able to roll over my
GM,
PTO.
You should set the example.
I am. You don't have to.
I'm here on my PTO day.
Me too. Me too. That's what you should do. The idea of keeping you off of the air. Somebody had to keep you how old are you?
I'm 27.
27 years old. You want to be a host here in Wisconsin. The idea that you asked off after Packers Bears is crazy.
I mean, I did Green Bay game night. I did Sunday Karma, which you didn't bother to show up to the
You
next
don't care
day.
about Monday through Friday?
I was busy. It's the holidays.
December 21st?
He wasn't busy for Green Bay game day.
That was
showed
on
up
the
there.
21st, I believe.
Yeah. December 21st. I don't know. I'm just saying that's. I know our guy Tauschi's been working this whole time.
If the Packers played on Christmas this year, and you were asked to fill in for Homer on Green Bay game night, would you have done it?
Yes,
of course. Yeah. Well, all three of us probably want to get the hell away from whatever's going on
correct.
at Christmas. So
four Christmases for me. By the way.
Yeah. I think you hold the record for us right
divorce.
now. I'm sure we have a Scalzo and Brust liner about your divorced parents somewhere in there.
Oh, I bet we do. Yeah.
800-990-ESPN, 800-990-3776. We'll take a quick one here. Let's go to the official, unofficial backup left tackle of the Scalzo and Brust family, Mo in Illinois. Welcome into Scalzo and Brust.
Scalzo, welcome back, baby. It's nice to hear from you.
It's nice to hear from you, Mo.
Yes, you as well. Thank you. Just wanted to share my thoughts real quick. And I actually have a question for you guys. Do we feel like we're kind of letting Brian Gutekunst off the hook a little too much with the way he handled the cornerback room this offseason? Because I know he signed, obviously, Nate Hobbs, but he's been putrid. He's been an utter disgrace to that position. But do we feel like we're not giving him enough flack for that? And do we want to sign Trayvon Diggs and make our buddy Micah Parsons happy, baby?
Last time that they signed a bunch of players to make a player, a.k.a. Aaron Rodgers, happy, it ended up being the worst wide receiver core in the history of the league. It felt like in 2022 when Lazard was the number one wide receiver next to Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson. I think it's a nice to have. I don't think it's a need to have. I'd want more bodies on the defensive line than I care about a cornerback at this point because they're going to be exposed no matter what with what they have.
Yeah, I think that you could look at the cornerback mistake of Eric Stokes doing what he's doing in Vegas right now.
Sign him.
And Nate Hobbs doing what he's doing in Green Bay and paying more for Nate Hobbs, right, than you did for Eric Stokes, who was one of the better free agent signings in, or acquisitions there in the offseason. Look, Gutekunst has not been good enough drafting over the last 7 years. Like, the proof is in the pudding. You have plenty of information you could go off of and say how many guys that he drafted are still in the league, how many are still contributing.
Specifically first rounders, too.
And he has not been good enough. And it's a question of, do you want to hold him accountable to that, or do you want to grant him, hey, you transitioned away from Aaron Rodgers and into Jordan Love, and that was good enough to earn you the extension? I have a hard time seeing how I have a hard time seeing blowing everything up as the right answer, and also a hard time seeing keeping everything as is as the answer.
You're Johnny Hedge today.
I'm not Johnny Hedge. I think that there are interesting middle grounds where you can better align the organization than we're going to get rid of everybody.
It sounds like a true vice president market manager nowadays.
800-990-ESPN, 800-990-3776. We'll be back on Scalzo and Brust. We'll hear from Alex Strofe about all the things he got into the last 14 days where he hasn't turned on a microphone or produced a show here on ESPN Wisconsin. This is Scalzo and Brust.
You're listening to Bud Light, Scalzo and Brust.
It's not easy to go through a breakup after 18 years, Ben. This reminds me of when my mom and my dad sat me down back in 2005 and said, hey, buddy, it's not your fault. We're getting divorced, right? This is what it reminds me of. It's very saddening. I'm very depressed today.
Scalzo and Brust.
I mean, I remember where I was when my parents got divorced, but I never thought I would ever bring it back to Aaron Rodgers. But here we are today. We're not looking for therapy advice from you, Ron and the Key, but welcome into Scalzo and Brust.
Nor would I give it to you. I was a good enough child that my parents stayed together.
Subscribe to the Scalzo and Brust podcast free on the Wisconsin On Demand app and wherever you get your podcasts.
Greg Matzek, Gary Ellerson, the day after reaction show you need in your life.
Who benefits the most from Micah Parsons being on the field?
Secondary. Keyshawn Nick.
It's Potawatomi Sportsbook Football Mondays with Greg and Gary.
If you're a quarterback, you've got to get the football out of your hands before you really want to do it. I mean, everybody's getting their wealth with this, but to me, I think it's really the guys in the secondary.
Live from the Potawatomi Sportsbook Studios from 6 to 8 p.m. every Monday on 94.5 ESPN. Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Why Z-Bart? Because you don't want rust holes in your expensive vehicle. Let Z-Bart keep the rust away with professional rust protection. Only at Z-Bart.
While head coach Matt LaFleur has not specified whether Jordan Love, Malik Willis, or even Clayton Tune will start at quarterback this week, ESPN NFL Nation Packers reporter Rob Demovsky thinks we will not see much from the $55 man come Sunday.
You only get, 48 on game day. You're going to have to play some starters. I think even if Jordan Love passes concussion protocol, he won't play this week, or if he does, he'll play just a couple of series to try to knock the rust off, like a preseason type game.
Vegas seems to think it'll be mainly backups for the G&G, as the Packers are currently 5.5-point underdogs to the Minnesota Vikings. I'm Will Summers.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
Do you want your car to shine like a diamond? Then you need Z-Gloss from Z-Bart. Z-Gloss gives you a mirror finish and protects your paint from everything Mother Nature can throw at it with a 10-year guarantee. Visit zbart.com for more information.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right, and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Is back pain slowing you down? When it comes to spine care, you need specialized expertise. At the OAW Spine Center, their orthopedic care specialists provide the highest level of care for everything from herniated discs to spinal fusion. They start with the most conservative, non-surgical treatments like physical therapy and injections. If surgery is needed, minimally invasive procedures at the OAW Spine Center will get you back on your feet faster. With a focus on treating the source of the problem, they take a comprehensive, active approach to spine health, getting you back to the life you love. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWspinecenter.com. That's OAWspinecenter.com.
One of the best things about the holidays is going home and spending time with family and friends. One of the worst things, getting there. Holiday travel can be tough, especially driving. If you or a loved one needs help after an accident this holiday season, we're here for you. Our top-notch team of experienced professionals is available 24/7. Be safe this holiday season. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Students learn best when they can put their knowledge into action. JA's Stock Market Challenge teaches high school students how to analyze stocks and how current events impact value. Thanks to RSM, our partner that makes this program possible. It's just one of many ways JA brings learning to life. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org.
You're listening to Scalzo and Brust, presented by Michelob Ultra.
101 calories in a 24-minute sex session. That's the result.
When you're Ben Brust laying on your back, expecting everybody else to do the work.
Scalzo and Brust, available anywhere you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
That? You're mean.
I was?
Yeah. I was laying on your back?
Was it inaccurate?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, you put in the work, huh?
Yeah. Well, Look
Generous
at me, look at
lover.
you, Mr. Grease.
He's a generous lover.
Now he does. Now he puts in the work. I mean, God, the fact that none of you guys have worked here at ESPN Milwaukee for the last 2 weeks has meant that every day I get a phone call from Ben Brust being like, I'm the only one still working here, right? I don't got this person. Where's this person? Where's that person? You know how annoying that is to me, Strofe?
I believe
You couldn't have just produced a show for the last week?
Would have saved him a lot of phone calls.
My goodness. Ben's like, look at me. I'm working, everybody. Look at me. I'm working.
Where'd you go? Oh, yeah, me the suck-up guy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, all right, if we're being fair here, Strofe, if Brad Nortman woke up from his slumber wherever he is after the last 3 months and came in to do their show, there's no way you would have been producing this show. You're producing this show because this is Scalzo and Brust. There is no doubt in my mind.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So when you call him a kiss ass,
it's rich.
There is a little bit of hypocrisy there. Scalzo and Brust back here across ESPN Wisconsin, 800-990 ESPN, 800-990-3776.
Are you regretting it?
The Carbless talking text line where less is more. Chad says, Strofe, do we get one last song for 2025? Cook something up, my man.
No, he didn't have time to produce the song. He was too busy being in Europe.
What did you do with all that time off?
Be honest.
Okay, where do you want me to start? How long have I been off? Week and a half?
Dude, I can't keep track.
Dude, I've been bored. I'm not going to lie to you.
Don't say you've been bored.
I haven't.
You just said you had a monster night with your mom who was in town.
Yeah, I've been day drinking a lot.
Sick, man.
Just needed a break.
Dick in Downtown chimes in. Official, unofficial, almost producer Dick in Downtown. This Packers participation trophy era is unacceptable for a fan base that has funded their entire existence and now has high-priced, egotistical leadership settling for playoff appearances. Ooh.
Former producers bringing the heat. Again,
that's the almost producer, Dick in Downtown.
Oh, former almost producer.
Former almost, yeah.
As if we can get as wordy as possible and as we always do here and make things overly complicated. I still want to know what's in your brain. Like, you're doing the Packers fans are in a midlife crisis with each other because they're good, not great. We've been saying they're good, not great. We know they're good, not great. And you say, you don't want to blow it up, but you don't want to do nothing. So what the hell do you want to do, Greg? You're Mr. Management. Ed Policy's the president. No more Mark Murphy. The only thing we've really heard from Ed Policy, which, again, I don't think we should take this as much because it's the one time he talked, but he said he typically doesn't like to see a lame duck GM and head coach. And with LaFleur and Goody having 2 years left, next year would be 1 year left. That would be, quote unquote, lame duck. Now, I think, and I like this from Brad Nortman in the one day he came in the last 3 months, he said that why not just make him play out his contract? And Rob Demovsky's like, yeah, we talk about this in a way where it has to be extend or not. But that could be like hey, dude, like this is now or never. Like you got to right the ship and get us further. Which I kind of like that idea, but I want to know from you, Greg, because we don't get to hear from you and your brilliance.
Jordan Love is where you start with this whole thing, right? When you look at what Jordan Love is, he is a quarterback that can continue to develop into an MVP caliber player. Those don't come around at that position very often. So he is your quarterback, right? He is one of your centerpieces. Micah Parsons, centerpiece on the other side. You've built this roster. You've built this team. You do not trade Jordan Love and keep Malik Willis. For anybody who thinks that's even a possibility out there, it is so illogical to think in that way. You wouldn't get a second-round pick right now for Malik Willis. You'd get 2 firsts at least for probably 2 firsts and another pick for Jordan Love. Right? And that's with him making $50 million. $55 million. There is no way that you get rid of Jordan Love. So then you look and say, okay, what else are we going to change? You have to make a decision to me. Do you want this to be Brian Gutekunst's team or do you want this to be Matt LaFleur's team? Because the Gutekunst-LaFleur relationship stinks. Like when we're talking about you've got a coach that people think is talented, right? And the fact that he can win and play, have a high level offense with Malik Willis tells me that he knows at least a little bit about what he's doing. I do question if what he does is run a little bit stale, and if teams have figured him out, I do wonder if he's a little confused in terms of what his identity is, because he tries to be the genius, the pretty boy, and the tough guy all at the same time, and you can't be everything all at once.
He is a little bit of chameleon in that way.
But I think that he's a good coach. Is he a top 5 coach in the NFL? No, but I think he's a good coach, right? The way that Goody and LaFleur work together, to me...
Do they work together?
...promotes somewhat of an issue. And if you're saying, well, it feels like we've got talent, it feels like we've got a good quarterback, and it feels like we've got a good head coach, why can't we win? Then you start to have to look a little bit deeper at the alignment. So I think where Ed Policy is going to have to live is, how do you want to change the structure that Mark Murphy set up, simply because Murphy was too soft to make a hard decision, right? Like, Mark Murphy didn't want to decide between Goody and Russ Ball, and he didn't want to have Goody oversee the head coach, so he created 3 guys who reported into him, which means that you're creating an organization that doesn't have alignment between the guy who's picking the players and the guy who's coaching the players, which means they're not on the same page at all. And
they're co-workers. They don't report to either or.
So at some point, you're, to me, going to have to figure out what exactly that alignment is that you want and make a decision between one of those 2 guys. The team has to realize there's some level of accountability, because what they're tolerating is inconsistent football over the last 3 years. Who am I keeping?
Yeah.
I'd probably keep LaFleur over Gutekunst.
Really?
And I think that that's a very, I think that there's a lot of people who would disagree with that.
The easy choice right now for fans is pointing the finger at LaFleur.
Correct. But I'm not that, like, if you went the other way and said, I'm going to get rid of LaFleur, or I'm going to put LaFleur in a position where he reports into Goody, they're both on this 1-year deal, or you sign Goody to an extension, you allow him to pick his head coach, that's fine. But this team lacks an identity. They do. They were good when Micah Parsons was on defense, right? And then Jeff Hafley became sort of this sexy name. Are they like this running, hard-nosed football team that they tried to be last year with Josh Jacobs?
They tried to do it at the beginning of the year, too.
Are they a high-flying passing offense like we've seen some games? They have no identity. They don't do anything particularly great. They are an inch deep and a mile wide. And at some point, that means you can win a lot of games, but it means that once you get into the playoffs,
exposed.
You start to get exposed. When you get late into the season, you don't do one thing better than anybody else. You just try to figure out how to beat that team in the moment, and they're not the best at creating game-to-game game plans.
If I'm Ed Policy, and obviously I'm not, it's hard for me to look. Oh man, it's hard for me to look at Matt LaFleur. And again, this is all based on. So are you saying even if they beat the Bears, they need to do something? Because like the season's not over. What happens if they beat the Bears and you run into Sam Darnold, who leads the league in turnovers? Now, your defense hasn't been opportunistic at all this year. You led the league in turnovers last year. You don't do it as well this year. But there is the possibility that they with Jordan Love, your expectations still be that he could carry you to an NFC Championship game. Whether you believe that happens or not, that's up to you. But that should be the expectation. And if that does happen, then you're in a spot where it's hard to be like, yeah, I'm going to change something.
It depends on what the Packers want to do. Ed Policy might be really happy just saying, you know what? Packers fans are happy. Packers fans are happy. They do not care.
He was just happy and happy.
Packers fans think that they got the best wide receivers, the best offensive lineman, the best quarterback, the best running back. Everybody's the best, and we can't figure out why they can't win when it matters most. So I think that if you're Ed Policy, it's very possible you're like, why even rock the boat?
I obviously don't know what Mark Murphy was like when he took over as president, but obviously we're not seeing Ed Policy call out players being a complicated fella or go on the WIAA women's basketball high school tournament broadcast to say some things about the team and the organization. Like, that's just not who Ed Policy is. So naturally, with not knowing as much about him and looking at him, he seems a little bit more of a tight ass than, what? Why are we looking? We need to get rid of that?
No, I think he just made a face. I'm looking at Stroh.
I think he's got a little bit more of a stern look to an approach than we see from the caricature of Mark Murphy.
800
Who wants to announce the freaking
Can I
picks?
ask a question?
Yeah.
Define tight ass for me.
Hard ass is what I was maybe looking for.
Okay, very different, I would
Very
say.
different.
Yeah.
I would say LaFleur's closer to the tight sphincter guy.
What's different? I once strove to describe the difference between tight ass and hard ass.
Well, hard ass would be like tough guy. Tight ass.
Nervous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like tight sphincter.
That's what I went with for LaFleur.
Yeah, you love that word, and it makes me uncomfortable every time.
Sphincter.
John,
say it.
No. Jonah chimes in and says, all I hear from the media is how good LaFleur is and how he'd have a job tomorrow, so let's put that to the test. Tell him he's back as a lame duck, but listen to see how badly the Tennessee owner, who's been infatuated with him since he left, and as a QB they took 1 overall, make a trade offer to get him, replace some of the picks you sent to Dallas for Parsons.
Trading
That's
LaFleur.
unrealistic. Again, this is where I'm talking about, where there's this level, there's just this level of delusion sometimes with the Packers fans where it's like, well, we think LaFleur stinks, but we could get a first-round pick from him because Tennessee likes him. It's like, you're not playing a video game. You're not.
I get it, but everyone's looking for a solution right now, and the season's not over. And so it's hard to provide that solution without knowing the end result. And I know you talk
There's not an easy solution. It's not a snap your fingers and if we get a new coach in here, this team's automatically going to win. Their roster isn't good enough, their drafting isn't good enough, and their coaching isn't good enough. Which one do you want to address?
You're making
that's going to fix the majority of it?
bad when you say that. But it hasn't been good enough.
What is the standard?
They haven't won an NFC North championship since LaFleur and Love took over.
What is the standard? Because in the Aaron Rodgers era, it was you had to win the division and you had to get to the Super Bowl. We have lowered our standard for the Jordan Love, Matt LaFleur era Packers.
Obviously, he's not Aaron Rodgers.
3 months ago, he was an MVP candidate. Or 3 weeks ago, he was an MVP candidate. Before the season, Packers fans were saying he's one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league. He's elite. They drafted Matthew Golden, who was going to set rookie records.
I don't think the standards have been lowered.
How do you not think the standards have been lowered if we're saying, hey, this is a good team? You're making it sound like they are a good team. But don't you think that they need to do things in order to be a great team?
Yeah, I won't argue with that necessarily, but the expectation is still compete for championships.
Kyle Wallace chimes in on the YouTube. Hey, get this man off all this hating. I think it's in reference to you, Greg.
I'm not hating. I want more for Packers fans.
Is Greg hating 800-990-3776?
I want more for you, Packers fans.
Oh, don't try and be the good guy now.
No, I do. If you want to settle,
you care about Dale and Partyville right now?
I do care about Dale and Partyville very much. If you want to settle and say, you know what, I'm happy with this. This is the life that I'm okay with, right? Then that's great. You be comfortable, you settle, and you're happy with early playoff exits and 2 championships in the last 58 years.
You want a bigger house on the block?
If you want to be better, then you have to figure out, you have to hold your team more to account that you're willing to do right now.
You still run a really bad clock.
1 or 0 coming up next. Scalzo and Brust.
You're listening to Scalzo and Brust, presented by Michelob Ultra.
Egg salad out of a vending machine or gas station sushi?
Egg salad.
I stopped off at a gas station for a snack, and I ended up with a full Bavarian pretzel the other day. Like a soft pretzel. It's a wild ride.
Did you have nacho cheese with it?
No. I raw dogged it.
Scalzo and Brust. Available anywhere you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is kicking off their first tournament of the season with $1,000 in cash prizes. This is Gary Ellerson, inviting you to team up for a 2-man scramble at Paynes Valley. Play it on their spacious state-of-the-art golf simulators. Sign up now at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. Just $120 per team, and you must finish your round by December 31st. This is their first of many winter tournaments. Keep an eye on their website. Take on Paynes Valley starts today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117% 100%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-948-7878. That's 800-948-7878. 800-948-7878.
Something exciting is happening at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. On the second floor, you'll find the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, Milwaukee's destination for bold flavors, fresh sushi, seasonal entrees, and cocktails crafted with care. Start your day with a breakfast that fuels you, stop in for dinner that sparks conversation, or linger late into the evening with drinks designed to inspire. With flavors and drinks for every mood, the Studio is the perfect place to gather, celebrate, and connect. Be boldly social. The Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, now on the second floor at St. Kate the Arts Hotel.
Hey, it's your friend John McGivern. In a world full of chaos, I'm grateful for a health plan that has my back. Network Health is so reliable and trustworthy, they always put me and over 126,000 members first. It's just what they do and what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
The holidays are busy. Meals to make, gifts to wrap, parties to host. When it's finally time to unwind, make it blissful with Carbless. Crisp, refreshing, and full of flavor with every sip. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, only 100 calories, and gluten-free. While it may be frozen outside, it's always flawless with Carbless. No guessing and no compromise. So whether you're celebrating with friends, hosting the crew, or relaxing by the fire, bring bliss to your holiday gatherings. Carbless, full of flavor, guilt-free enjoyment.
Football's back, and if you're headed up toward Green Bay, the perfect stop is Higher Love Cannabis Company, just seconds over the border in Menominee, Michigan. Less than an hour from Green Bay. An easy stop before or after the game or anytime you're passing through town. And with so many low-quality, unregulated CBD products floating around Wisconsin, trust matters. Higher Love, award-winning, organically grown, locally owned, and the real deal. Higher Love Cannabis Company, best in the Midwest. Visit findhigherlove.com/CBD.
Listening to Scalzo and Brust, presented by Michelob Ultra.
Would you ever eat the placenta? Is that something that you'd be open to doing?
He doesn't know what a placenta is. I mean, I feel like it's part of the female reproductive system.
Honest to God, I don't know how you did graduate from that. I have no idea what courses you took. It's pretty...
Scalzo and Brust. Available anywhere you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
So after listening to that liner coming in here, if you asked me what a placenta is right now, I still wouldn't know.
Oh, goodness.
Is it in the female reproductive system?
But you have a child.
Yeah, how do you not know? I'm confused.
The birth was crazy. We're not going to get into that.
What do you mean it was crazy?
Like I said, I'm not going to get into that. Can I Google placenta on a work computer?
What do you mean? Like your wife just produced like an egg? No.
I thought you were talking about the actual of giving birth process.
Well,
I've seen with Ben.
Yes. The placenta comes out.
Okay, what does it look like?
I'm not going to get into the. We're not breaking down the. How did you? Did you pass out? Is that what happened?
No, I did not. I had to be really.
But you didn't look.
I looked enough to see the baby, and I was like, ah.
Yeah. Well, then you missed.
What do you mean it was crazy,
dude? I'm not going to talk about my wife's
that one.
birth
That one goes a little far, Strop. That one does. That one goes a little far. On that one. Speaking of, somebody on the YouTube chat, this one's hard to keep track of, Benny.
Yeah, it goes fast.
Somebody said that they think I'm taking it too far as far as the overall Packers conversation. I'm interested in getting into that. I'm interested in getting into more of the Packers conversation, but it is time to play a little 1 or 0.
Are you a 1 or a 0? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Are you a yes or a no?
There's no such thing as a gray area. Life is binary. It's just a 1 or a 0.
Wow, 1 or 0.
That's how we play the game. Alex Strofe reads us a question. We say 1 for yes, 0 for no. There is no in between.
No gray area is what you
No gray area.
Gray area.
All right, it's been a couple of years.
You've lost your fastball.
Strophe, go ahead. Let's see what Stroph's got.
Happy New Year's, guys. Happy New Year's Eve.
Yep.
You excited for the evening?
You ask us a question. You don't banter.
That was a question. 1 or 0, you're excited for the evening.
There you go. I'm actually 1. I'm very excited for the evening. I don't really have to do anything, which is my kind of evening. Gonna go home, have dinner, be asleep before midnight. It'll be glorious. Glorious evening in the Scalzo household.
My wife just got back from St. Louis. We had cleaners come. She's making the grocery runs. We're having some friends
That's why he's
over.
been working all week. The wife's out of town.
So I'm a 1. I'm a 1.
That is the biggest lie ever.
No, it's not.
That is the biggest lie
no,
ever.
It's not. I'm
did you hear the way he introduced this? You're doing the show in fear of your wife right now. Doing the show in fear of your wife right now. You are 100% on.
I am not.
I understand not going down the line of what her birth was like. I think that's fair and respectable and understandable. But your wife and friends are coming over. I know you don't want to like the idea of hosting on New Year's.
The hosting thing.
It's horrible.
It's the hosting thing.
It's horrible.
There's an order for food.
The way that you're like, oh, and she's
like,
getting
pick up or
things
delivery.
ready.
I said delivery. Pick up. My gripe that I will gripe.
And they
right
have
now.
to stay after midnight? That's the worst.
She said come anytime after 5:30. 5:30? That's early.
6-hour hang.
Then plus, because you got to make it to midnight.
And then, people are going to stick around, and then it's like...
Yeah, what time do you finally say, hey, get out?
Should I
Ben
put a
won't.
heart out?
No. You won't create a heart out.
Nah, you're too soft for that. 1 or 0, Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen are funny. Greg Scalzo.
0. I don't think they're funny. I think it's people like the fact that they drink on New Year's, but they're not naturally funny people. Yes.
Okay, I was going to say.
You know who those people are.
I thought Anderson Cooper was like some sort of host of like one of the network shows.
He is on CNN, yeah.
And then Andy Cohen, I couldn't.
They're two of the more popular TV hosts of the last 20 years.
If Andy Cohen was walking in the 3rd Street Market Hall here in Milwaukee and he waved to me, I would wave but have no idea who he is.
I feel like Strofe is A, very excited about New Year's Eve tonight, and B, loves Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen.
I'm more an Andy Cohen guy, but yeah.
Yeah.
I
Simple
like
Strofe. He's a very simple guy.
I am a simple
Just
fella.
simple Strofe.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah. A lot.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Simple
Greg
Strofe.
doesn't like if you're just
He's the guy that said, I'm going to go home and go to sleep. I'm simple.
Dude, he was. I don't want to jump in for Greg Scalzo. You've been day drinking for a week and a half. He went from Chicago to Milwaukee, back down Chicago, flew to Boston, flew back. Like, he actually did some stuff with his family and his life to make memories.
Well, I did stuff with my family.
What the hell did you do?
I did stuff with my family. What does this have to do with tonight?
Oh, I'm very excited to
That's
have
what
a
I'm
nice
saying.
night home with my
he's
family and
gonna
kids,
chill.
and yeah.
All right, year in review time. 1 or 0, dictionary.com's word of the year, 6-7.
I guess Andy Cohen was at the Blues game I was at with my wife, she just said. So I have seen him. She was very excited to see him there. So we tie it all together. I know Andy Cohen.
There you go.
There you go.
Uh-oh.
Nailed it. What?
Now that she's listening, I don't know. Are we going to get more...
I got more context.
More nervous Ben?
No, she wants the people coming to be able to see our daughter before she goes to bed. That makes sense.
Huh. Doesn't change your 1 or 0.
It's a 1.
Yeah.
I didn't raise my voice on that one.
It's a 1. I swear.
1 or 0, it's 6-7 minutes.
1. It means nothing. You just do it, and you look stupid.
Yeah.
It's also really stupid that the idea of scoring 67 points in a basketball game, talk about being simple and dumb, society with 6-7.
There you go.
I have no argument.
Next.
1 or 0, year in review again. The Coldplay Kiss Cam, you remember that?
I do.
When they got outed for cheating. 1 or 0, you should be embarrassed that you're having an affair at a Coldplay concert.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm a 0 there? Like...
Oh, so Greg Scalzo, pro affair.
No, not at all. What's the difference of doing it there versus a Shinedown concert?
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Are you a fan of Shinedown?
You haven't heard?
That's his favorite
band. Oh, yeah.
band.
I took off to go to it.
But I don't...
I went by myself once.
I mean, it's embarrassing to be caught like that in that fashion, absolutely. But at a Coldplay concert, I mean, look, she got a spread in the New York Times, you know, like she's now going to be a mini celebrity here. Like, probably is going to work out.
I missed that.
Yeah.
I didn't care. I think we, again, society's dumb. We grab on to something and we make it the biggest thing.
I mean, it was a great video. Like, that is an all-time video where she just... They just duck down. Like,
well,
they're on a video.
They're stupid.
Of course they're dumb.
Like, that's my whole... Like, it was stupid they were even in this situation in the first place.
Yes.
So that's why I don't feel bad at all.
I don't feel bad. No. Well, you think it's embarrassing, particularly because there's a Coldplay concert?
Yes.
You have zero musical ground to stand on, though.
What are you talking about?
Guy
you're
thinks
a Shinedown guy.
He's a musical fiend, this guy. Concert guy.
I like all sorts of music.
Okay. But you look down
Coldplay.
on... Okay, that's what I'm confused. It seems like your kind of music is Coldplay.
I'm not going to a Coldplay concert.
Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Nowhere. I don't know.
No,
where are you going to have an affair, Strofe, that's less embarrassing than a Coldplay concert?
I mean, just go home, man.
Those doors lock, girlfriend.
800-990. That was it. Bad 1 or 0.
Yeah, I mean, it was predictably going to be bad.
Nothing about Brust. Nothing about... You do a show with him every day?
Well, not right now, I don't.
Ain't that the truth?
Well, he was gone for a week and a half. He said he didn't listen.
I haven't listened once. It's been a wonderful break.
How does that make you feel?
I've known this. He would be chiming in if he was. He typically listens to everything, so I know he literally is just, like I said, he could have been overseas and we would never...
I'm unplugged, man. Sorry for being unplugged for a little bit. Hardest working man in showbiz back here.
Oh, my God. 800-990-3776. Larry from Gary, Indiana. Do we have time to take him, Strofe, or do we got to take him on the other side?
I don't care what you do.
All right. Larry, welcome to Scalzo and Brust. Could you say that somebody's the hardest working man in show business, that when on the most important Monday of the Packers season, he asks off of work?
He acts off of work. Can you repeat that again? I mean, he's working pretty hard. I see back there.
All right. Thanks, Larry. There you go. Larry, Gary, Indiana. It's a hard-working town. What do you got for us?
Yeah. I was commenting on to say if you was a hater or not.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say you're hating. I would just say overreacting a little bit.
Oh.
Because everything isn't that bad. The roster isn't that bad. The coaching isn't that bad. The drafting and free agency, like I said last time I was on here, you can be more aggressive in that area.
Look, Larry, I agree. Some people in the world go through life saying, hey, you know what? Life ain't that bad. So let's not change anything. Life just
3 isn't that bad.
Life isn't that bad.
He set you up.
And so if you want to live in a world that just ain't that bad, then this is the Green Bay Packers team for you. If you want
now do you think he's a hater?
if you want a life where you're like, this is great, I'm proud, then you might want to just tweak some things. Because I agree, they're not that bad. They're not even they're pretty good, actually, right?
You're so condescending.
How am I condescending?
You're just, I didn't miss this. The spin zone.
There's no spin zone.
They're good. They're good. It's great to be good. It's fine if you're good, but you'll never be anything.
Do you want me to sit here and just tell everybody things are great because that's what they want to hear?
No, I want you to be you.
I spent a week in 4 days in Boston while Strofe was day drinking around, Manitowoc. And was that right, Manitowoc?
I spent a few days in Manitowoc. Spent a few days in Green Bay.
Big Manitowoc guy.
What do you know about Manitowoc?
You and the Avery family. That's about it. And I think that I'm out there, and like Drake May is about to win an MVP. Mike Vrabel is, probably going to win Coach of the Year. It's a team that's won 6 Super Bowls in the last 20-something years. And all I've ever heard out of Boston Sports Talk Radio is how bad the Patriots are, how bad things are. Because people thrive off to this level of like, you need to expect more.
This ain't Boston.
But people want me to just sit here and be like, no, things are great. Like we should be happy with the 7th seed. You shouldn't be happy with the 7th seed. You should be okay with the 7th seed. But, like, you shouldn't be happy with the 7th seed. That's all I'm saying.
Fair, Greg. You're so fair in your assessment.
Joshua wants me to leave Strofe alone. No. Chip in Cedarburg asked, did the star of Are You Smarter Than just call society dumb? Wow, how far he's come.
Yeah.
This is a man with a child who still doesn't know what a placenta is. But, yes, it is very true. 800-990-ESPN, 800-990-3776. Let's make some live bets next on Scalzo and Brust.
You're listening to Scalzo and Brust, presented by Michelob Ultra.
Like, I just show up, and that's the best part about having a personal trainer is he says what to do, and I do it.
The lack of curiosity on you is remarkable. Like, it's truly like...
You guys do this at least once every 3 months. Josh is like, what? And you're like, what?
Scalzo and Brust. Available anywhere you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Nobody should be writing the season off. The idea of being one of the top teams without 2 of your best players is a big reach. But this is a season that you can find ways to do it.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
You think anybody ever feels sorry for the Green Bay Packers? They don't. And they shouldn't. And you shouldn't.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN. ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
For every athlete, every fan. Whether you're suiting up your team or rallying your fan base, Alpha Custom Apparel brings fresh, affordable designs to the field, court, or stands. We outfit schools, clubs, leagues, and fans with gear that turns heads and builds pride. Need uniforms, spirit wear, or fan merch in a hurry? Our quick turnaround and unbeatable Midwest-based service means you'll be ready for game day in style. Quality designs, comfortable fits, local service you can trust. Create with us at alphacustomapparel.com.
Can you feel it? It's the thrill of witnessing a walk-off grand slam, a game-winning touchdown, a buzzer-beating 3. Yeah, you know the feeling. And there's only one place to experience that raw exhilaration. Potawatomi Sportsbook. Catch all the action in a supreme space with dozens of sports betting kiosks, cool drinks, luxe seating, great food, fiery atmosphere, and a monster video wall. Become a legend at Potawatomi Sportsbook. More info online. Must be 21 to enter casino.
Kyle Brust Nortman's Ben Brust here for Grimal and Associates Insurance. They do what anyone with a growing family, like myself, does. Protect what matters most. Grimal and Associates specializes in coverage that's tailored exactly to you. Clients aren't just policies. They're part of their community. Personalized American Family Insurance back service, expert guidance, and genuine commitment. Grimal and Associates focuses on building trusted relationships and providing peace of mind. The same values they've had for over 30 years in the Milwaukee area. Connect with Grimal and Associates at teamgrimal.com.
Seriously injured? Make one call. That's all.
Green and gold fans, it's game day. And you know what that means. Tailgating with friends and raising a glass to our favorite team. This season, make Bacardi the star of your pregame party. Whether you're mixing up a classic Bacardi and Cola, refreshing Bacardi Lime and Soda, or a smooth spiced and Cola, Bacardi is the perfect pick for game day fun. Grab a bottle and get ready to cheer on Green Bay with the best in hand. Available now at your local retailer. Live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi USA, Miami, Florida. Run 40% alcohol by volume.
Game days are here, and your car needs to look as ready as you do. Before you hit the stadium, surf to Tsunami Express Car Wash, the ultimate pre-game stop to roll in clean and confident. Our state-of-the-art tunnels treat, clean, protect, and dry every car to perfection. With 7 Milwaukee area locations, including our newest in New Berlin, we are wherever you need us. Sign up online, and your first wash is absolutely free. That's a $25 value on the house. Claim your free wash today at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash. Wash, chill, repeat.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
You're listening to Scalzo and Brust, presented by Michelob Ultra.
This is what happens when we leave those two together.
What did we do? What
We
did I
didn't do anything.
You guys,
I don't know if
We
Ben
got
gets
Aaron
dumber when he
Rodgers,
goes to
number one
Madison, or if he
supporter,
makes
and
everyone
Brian
dumber.
Gutekunst, number one supporter.
you guys create a super soldier of stupidity over there.
Scalzo and Brust, available anywhere you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
Why do I keep hearing Alex Strouf's laughing all week?
I gotta be honest, I just clicked a random one that time.
Huh. Oh, we must have put you up on the board in Madison back in the day.
You were in Madison in that one.
Oh.
That's why they called us do you not listen? Dude, the context was there. They
Yeah,
said
but the
you're
context was
dumber.
both of you guys are dumb. Oh, come on, Strofe.
Strouf's having a rough day. He hasn't been working in a week and a half. Knocking off the rust.
Yeah, something like that.
Scalzo and Brust, back with you one day only. Right here on ESPN Milwaukee, 800-990 ESPN, 800-990-3776. The Carbless talk and text line. List is more. Greg Scalzo, Ben Brust. No Joshie DiMaggio, although he's very critical of the 1 or 0s that Alex Strouf rolled out for us there, including the dictionary word of the year, which
6-7.
I mean, like, he's not wrong, Strouf. You could have dug a little deeper there. No, Noodle Brain. Is that what's going on?
What did he say?
I just told you.
You could have dug a little deeper.
He said, Strouf prepped for 1 or 0. The dictionary word of the year is something brought up 2 months ago.
Yeah, but it was year in review. I was doing things of the year.
Okay.
Nobody
Like
else
the
is doing
Coldplay
that right
concert.
now.
1 or 0, your 1 or 0 questions.
0.
Yeah. All right. So you know.
Self-awareness, the most important human quality.
So you know it. All right. That's fair.
Self-awareness, his number one thing, most important human quality.
What I just said, Ben. Do you not listen?
I just want Greg to hear that again because
He doesn't think you have self-awareness is what he's trying to say.
Oh, high and mighty, toity Ben Brust. Kiss my ass.
800-990-3776. Let's go to the official and unofficial uncle of the Scalzo and Brust family, Ron in the key. Ron, you've been with us for the journey since nearly day one when we would bet live horse races in the middle of our show. We would do live betting throughout the show and a whole lot of other hijinks. Floor's Lava game was a good one. Welcome to Scalzo and Brust. How have you been, Ron?
I've been fine, Greg. I know you miss me dearly.
I do. I miss you dearly. My bits in the office with Ben don't go over as well without you supporting his nipples that look like baby thumbs or his lazy eye. So I actually do kind of miss you reinforcing it.
Receding hairline.
Receding hairline's one that's gaining traction. There's a whole Twitter account based on Ben's receding hairline.
Did Ben ever catch on that you, me, and Josh would like message in the background and go, hey, let's all pretend we're coming up with this stuff independently and make him go crazy, gaslighting Ben?
No.
Well, now I know.
Yeah, he never did.
For a long time, I would take pictures or look at pictures, and I'd be like, is my eye lazy? like you guys had me in a tizzy.
We know.
Anyways. Okay, so how far we've come is that 8-year-old daughter on a school day, I believe snow day, who made live picks on midday Scalzo and Brust, was very eager. High school daughter wants nothing to do with this, so she wants to say her part and get the hell away from dad. So she's maturing and picking up good taste in her age. So what are her choices? Greg, you said Duke and Arizona State.
We're looking at Duke, Arizona State. Do you have the second half line here?
Just hit halftime.
Just hit halftime. So we'll pull up the second half line here in a minute.
One is a blue devil, one is a sun devil.
Oh,
nothing's going to change your answer. What's your pick? Duke.
Duke up.
Duke.
All right, Duke up 28-24 right now at the half. She chooses Duke. You're not the cool dad like I thought you were, Ron in the key. So that's kind of.
she owns
I am,
you
I
now.
guess, but well, duh. Yeah, because Ben, right now yours doesn't already own you.
Oh, boom.
And or Greg, you.
Ron, what I want to ask is, did you hear the lying voice when Ben was talking about?
Go look on YouTube. I said that's the classic Scalzo and Brust. He went to the high pitch, so it's definitely a lie. I'm sorry, Mrs. Brust. Ben is not excited for tonight.
Oh, shut up,
I'm
Ron.
guessing. Wait. In the Keep It All in the Family GKB. I'm guessing what Austin's coming over.
He's not, and now you've gone too inside like you always do, and then it's time for you to go.
Thank you for the call. He's not far off.
All right,
He's
great.
not far off.
Great. I thought we were live betting. I'm trying to look for a line right now.
I know you are, but that's Ron right there. Ron in the key of the Scalzo and Brust family. Strofe looks upset. Ben looks upset right now. Everybody seems upset. This is what Scalzo and Brust is all about. Just everyone getting riled up heading into New Year's.
My current relationship would have survived if we did 20 years of radio together.
I think you know the answer to that. It would have gotten a lot stronger, I think.
Oh, yeah. We all would have came together even more.
Yeah. No, it just would have been like the 18th divorce amongst us.
Yeah, we are all children of divorce here.
That is true.
Some more divorces than others. Stroke 4 total?
4.5 if we count the engagement my father had to my brother's second grade teacher.
Recently?
No. This is way back in the day. My brother.
But they never end up getting married.
No, but
half.
we did move in, and they were engaged.
Whoa!
Yeah, my brother was in 4th grade.
Did they meet through your brother? Like because she was the
parent-teacher conferences,
man. So here's the thing: my mom was a second grade teacher, also.
Colleague and teacher.
No, different schools.
So your dad's got a type.
Apparently he did, yeah, because that was right after my parents' divorce. That was the next woman, but they only got engaged and then not divorced. Then my dad got married again, and then he got divorced. And now he's been with my stepmom for like 15 years.
Okay.
So happily ever after. Thank you, Ben. Good job.
So he's got 2.5 of the 4, you're saying?
Yeah, my mom's been divorced twice as well, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Well. How about you guys? What are your stats?
Just one.
Just the one divorce for me, too.
Oh, so you guys have lived a normal divorced life.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. 800-990-3776.
Divorce stories on the Carbless Talking text line.
Yeah, can we get
Chris and Nashota?
Chris and Nashota back on here.
Greg, I didn't tell you this. I met him. I was at a wedding with him.
The guy who got cucked by his best friend?
I don't know if you can say that, but yes.
Can you say that on the air?
I don't think so.
I think you can. 800-990-ESPN.
I just wouldn't do it
The
again.
number to call into the show. We're going to transition this conversation to Matt LaFleur.
Dude, we're back in 2 minutes. Just take your break. We're already 6 minutes over the hour.
I know. I'm doing a tease here. That's what you do. Because when we come back, we want to talk about...
Well, you should teach Ben how to do an efficient tease. Because he does like the old Michael Scott anytime he teases where he starts a sentence and he doesn't really know what's coming out of his mouth next. And then he doesn't really land the plane every single segment.
Well, I was going to go more with a transition about... Well, it's not a true divorce. It does seem like Matt LaFleur has changed an awful lot since he arrived to Green Bay. Who is Matt LaFleur and what is his identity? That's coming up next. Scalzo and Brust. Back in 2 minutes.
Plus a half point, second half. Duke is in.
Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center is kicking off their first tournament of the season with $1,000 in cash prizes. This is Gary Ellerson, inviting you to team up for a 2-man scramble at Paynes Valley. Play it on their spacious state-of-the-art golf simulators. Sign up now at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com. Just $120 per team, and you must finish your round by December 31st. This is their first of many winter tournaments. Keep an eye on their website. Take on Paynes Valley starts today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
What's better than cheering for the Packers with an ice-cold beer in your hand? Cheering for the Packers with an ice-cold beer in your hand that you got for 10% off. And when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank, you get even more. Like 10% off food and 10% off drinks on game day. Like that ice-cold beer in your hand. plus 15% off Pro Shop gear. Only with Packers Checking. Associated Bank. Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
The pursuit of fair wages and top-of-the-line benefits is achieved when the right union has your back. The Sheet Metal Workers Labor Union is extremely diverse, representing Wisconsinites working HVAC, architectural metals, welding, specialty fabrication, and much more. Make great living wages with outstanding benefits, pensions, and apprenticeship programs in trained, safe working environments. The Sheet Metal Workers Union is a leading force in the revitalization of the labor movement in Wisconsin.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
For your sports talk fix every day from 4 to 6, it's Scalzo and Brust. For your sports talk fix every day from 4 to 6, it's Scalzo and Brust. For your sports talk fix every day from 4 to 6, it's Scalzo and Brust. For your sports talk fix every day from 4 to 6.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee.
Party, baby.
This is Scalzo and Brust on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Woo! It's a party, baby.
Scalzo and Brust back for one day only here on ESPN Milwaukee. Ben Brust, Greg Scalzo, no Josh DiMaggio. He's at home criticizing the producing work of Alex Strofe. You, the Scalzo and Brust family, calling, texting 800-990-ESPN. Again, 800-990-3776. Somebody's calling on line 3, Strofe. I can help do your job for you. You could also get us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee.
Did you say it to you in your ear as well?
What?
Joshy's been off more than me.
Yeah, he ain't wrong. Joshy's been off all week, the last couple weeks too. You want me to go in on Josh? If he was sitting right there, I would. It's just not as much fun when you are doing it behind somebody's back.
Correct.
Speaking of doing it behind somebody's back, we welcome in the official, unofficial 14-minute man of the Scalzo and Brust family. What?
Doing it behind someone's back?
Well, I don't know if I can tell that story from Jonathan Brust.
John, I want to hear my plan music.
Yeah, do you want me to call your brother and have his sex life on the air?
She asked me to bring her a GNT to the pool, and she wants to see me shirtless walking around the pool, and she's looking forward to tonight.
Yeah, JB,
shut up, Greg.
What do you mean?
He's not a stud. She doesn't want to see him with his shirt off.
Jonathan Brust, the official, unofficial brother of the Scalzo and Brust family.
Before we get to Jonathan Brust, quick update. It is now official via Adam Schefter that Trayvon Diggs has signed with the Green Bay Packers. Don't let that steal your thunder, JB. What do you got?
Is he really?
We just said don't let it steal your thunder, and you're literally reacting.
Oh, man. Well, hey, Greg, it's great to hear your voice on air, but I almost had a divorce, speaking of divorces, so I just want to throw that in. You know, I haven't seen a 14-minute man now in almost 8 months. And let me tell you what, it's great. Stop drinking. Now you only last 30 seconds.
Oh, does that mean the count's higher than normal now?
No, it's still the same. It's still the same. It's still all the time. The count's not changing, but I just don't last. You cut out that booze, and it's not the same.
Sobriety changes a man more than one way.
Love you, JB.
Love you guys.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. 800-990-3776.
I mean, that's all I can say. I don't know what else I can add there. That's awesome, brother.
You're proud of your brother?
Yes, absolutely.
Of course, you should be.
30 seconds. That's still...
Shouldn't be proud of that.
Yeah. I mean, it's been 8 months. Build up some endurance. That's about all I'm going to say.
So the Trayvon Diggs story.
Am I wrong?
Look it. I don't. You're allowed to say whatever about JB and his marriage, but there's only certain things. Like I don't know where the rules are at this point right now.
Said what I said.
JB, I love you. I'm proud of you, and I think you should start the count back up for 2026, which starts tomorrow.
I don't think he's on the air, but
he's not. I'm just sending him a message. He's still listening. As far as Matt LaFleur, and this is, I think, what we wanted to get into, right? And it's interesting now that Trayvon Diggs joined the Green Bay Packers team. Do you think that changes the outlook at all for this playoffs, or are you not going to be able to recover from this segment? Do we need to go to break and come back?
It's just like it's been a while since we went from my brother and his wife, and
well, now does that open up the door to why I said that he was behind?
No, absolutely not. But no, again, Trayvon Diggs, man, let me tell you, Trayvon Diggs. Again, it was what the funny thing was.
No, we're calling it. We'll be back.
No,
after the break.
I can do it. No, I can totally do this. He got waived, and he hired the same agent as Jordan Love and Micah Parsons. So, there was a better chance he was going to sign with the Green Bay Packers. They literally benched Carrington Valentine twice last week, and both players got hurt, so he had to go back out there. Keyshawn Nixon's not a number one. Like I said, it's great if it was on the Packers' terms. If they were to get him on the terms that they want, they need cornerbacks. They need depth. They need guys. So it helps them. It doesn't change the trajectory of the team because their defensive front is still garbage. That's more important, winning in the trenches in the playoffs. We learned that against the Eagles last year. This is good. Not great, like everything the Packers do. Transitioned beautifully there.
You had so much spit in your mouth. You tried to say that. Transitioned beautifully there.
I've grown, though. I was able to move on.
Yeah, Jonathan hasn't grown, that's for sure. If anything, he's shrunk. Matt LaFleur, who is he? What does he stand for? And what's next? That's coming up on Scalzo and Brust.
You're listening to Scalzo and Brust, presented by Michelob Ultra.
Yes, I do have vodka breath right now, but she asked me to bring her a G&T to the pool, and she wants to see me shirtless walking around the pool, and she's looking forward to tonight.
You're so full of crap.
Yeah, JB, shut up,
Greg.
What do you mean? He's not a stud. She doesn't want to see him with his shirt off. I've seen him with his shirt off.
Scalzo and Brust. Available anywhere you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand. On this show, it's always football season.
So now Jeff Hafley's going to have to get more creative. Everybody will have to bow up and do things. And the main guy is Jordan Love.
Wilde and Tausch. Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
This went from a defensive-led team to now Jordan Love. Put him on your back. You're going to have to get the cape out.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN. ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The holidays are full of moments worth saving. Family dinners, cozy nights, holiday parties that last all night. And Carbless makes every one of them better. Crisp, refreshing, and full of flavor. 0 sugars, 0 carbs, and only 100 calories and gluten-free. Carbless is the gift that keeps on giving. A guilt-free cocktail that never compromises on taste, turning every sip into a little celebration. This season, bring bliss to every holiday moment with Carbless. Full of flavor, no compromise.
At Citizens Bank, we believe banking is more than transactions. It's about being recognized and remembered. It's feeling like you're understood and supported along the way. It's the small stuff that says, we know you. Because when your bank gets you, banking just feels better. Citizens Bank. Bank where you belong. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/belong. Citizens Bank is member FDIC.
Whether you're hitting the road for the holidays or heading up north to see family and friends, make Higher Love Cannabis Company in Menominee, Michigan your first stop. Just across the Wisconsin border, Higher Love offers award-winning, organically grown products that you can trust, plus new incense, apparel, and holiday-ready gifts. Fuel your trip, stock up for the season, and don't forget to grab a photo with Sasquatch while you're here. Your perfect holiday stop is waiting at findhigherlove.com/CBD.
Ben Brust here, and let's cut the crap. I've been sold the lie with sportswear, too. You pay a fortune for big-name gear, a fancy logo, and a slogan, and it still stinks. Then I found Iron Jock, and now it's all I wear. It's built on science. Their silver ion technology is woven right into the fabric. It kills 99.9% of odor-causing bacteria, and it never washes out, ever. Get yours today at ironjock.com. That's ironjoc.com.
This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game winner for the Greek Freak.
Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts. You're listening to Scalzo and Brust, presented by Michelob Ultra.
Sherry and Muskego, welcome to Scalzo and Brust. We're presented by Bud Light. What do you got?
So I am a gifted and talented coordinator for a school district.
Cool.
And my didn't mean it that way, but my
that was uncalled for.
Sorry. It was sorry.
I'll accept your apology because wow. But anyway,
Scalzo and Brust, available anywhere you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
I'm on Josh's side on that one now. I've come around. You see the condescending nature of her voice on that, where she was like, yeah, that was a lot. It was. It was cool. Welcome back into Scalzo and Brust.
It is the ESPN Wisconsin app, by the way. All these say Wisconsin On Demand.
Here on ESPN Milwaukee. It is the ESPN Wisconsin app. You can find us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. 800-990-ESPN, 800-990-3776, the number to get into the show. What are you laughing at, Strofe?
Just everything about this stupid show.
Does it feel like Scalzo and Brust?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. And Greg's just beating up anybody that he sees.
He's built up a lot of beat everyone up anger.
That's always been your prerogative.
This is the show. You asked me to do Scalzo and Brust. This is the show. What do you want me to do? Sit here and pat you on the head?
Bow!
They're getting uppercutted.
It's just not true.
I've been very kind. That's the show. That's the show.
I've held back today more than I normally would, and you both know that. In the spirit of the holidays.
Yeah, you're so giving.
Happy holidays, Greg.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, well, it's filled with,
You closer to Santa or the Grinch? Which one are you closer to?
Me?
Yeah, you.
There is no Santa without the Grinch, and there's no Grinch without Santa.
But which one are you?
I'm closer to Santa, I think, to the Grinch.
I have days where I'm each.
Yeah.
I wasn't asking.
The holidays are filled, as a child of 700 divorces, the holidays is filled with a little bit of melancholy, and it should be. There's beauty in that, Strofe. There's beauty in that, isn't there?
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
why you go day drinking with your mom on throughout Christmas. Hey, I did the same thing, Strofe. I did the same thing.
Man. That's what you did with your time off, man. Just making memories around the melancholy of the holidays.
And now Trayvon Diggs is a
Don't use the
Packer.
word melancholy. You just learned that word 14 seconds ago.
I sure did.
And now Trayvon Diggs is a Packer. Does it make a difference? Who knows? 800-990-ESPN, 800-990-3776.
We're so unserious.
Dude, but
it is an unserious thing.
What are we going to do? Trayvon Diggs is going to change the Packers' trajectory of this team? It's a no-risk flyer.
Yeah, which Goody has a good track record on.
Does he?
Devondre Campbell, Rasul Douglas.
Okay, and we had Isaiah, the Simmons guy. Isaiah Simmons, is that right?
Oh, the New York Giants first rounder.
No, he was the Cardinals first rounder.
Cardinals and then played for the Giants.
Yeah.
The Giants.
Close enough. And when I was listening to KBN in August, it was like, this guy's amazing.
Kyle Wallace.
He's going to be great. He's the X factor.
Drinks the Kool-Aid.
So we'll see what Trayvon Diggs brings to
You really got a lot of
Packers.
you got a lot of problems with that afternoon trifecta, don't you?
He put it together.
Nobody distances themselves from the show they're on more than Alex Strofe distancing himself from KVN. The trifecta there.
What's the name of the show?
You don't include yourself in there?
What's the name of the show?
Kyle Brust and Nortman, who's the producer of the show. Arguably the most important person in the show.
Can you weigh your job responsibilities on a percentage?
I don't understand the question.
Like, in your job description, producing Scalzo and Brust, doing Mr. Irrelevant, social media, because you're all over ESPN Milwaukee social media. Can you weigh the percentages of your job description of what you put your time into?
Well, I definitely put my time into producing KBN the most, without a doubt.
Percentage of your overall job.
This is almost like the pie chart of blame.
Yeah, except it's just a percentage.
Let's let him work on that. We can come back to that.
Yes.
We'll get a little bit more
like
into
the Ben Brust top 10 list of things most important in his life.
Into Matt LaFleur, who, look, I'm fascinated by the Matt LaFleur conversation right now. And looking back to when he started in Green Bay, right? Like, he came to the Packers as the nerdy, offensive-minded head coach, right? Like, he came in as he came up under the Kyle Shanahan era in Washington, right? Him and Mike McDaniel and Saleh and all of those guys, and they were at each other's throats, and they were going after each other, and they were grinders, and they were football nerds. What, you want to stop me from my role?
No, I don't want to stop you from your role, but Strofe is going to put up a picture on YouTube if you're there.
You didn't think I was going to get there?
No, I know you're going to get there, but I find it fascinating that you sent him a picture of when he was introduced as the Green Bay Packers head coach. I mean, what's more damning is the transition from when he was a Washington head coach. I mean, he looked even worse than he
Washington head coach, huh?
Or excuse me, yeah, whatever he was. Who even knows? I actually couldn't tell you what he was. Was he passing game coordinator?
He was an offensive coach. I don't know if he was passing game coordinator, running game coordinator. Probably played.
Does it matter?
Probably there. No. He was a coach in Washington. We're all scared to say whatever the team name is.
What are they?
The Washington
what were
football
they then?
team. But he came to Green Bay as like, all right, this is the offensive-minded guru. Right, that was his identity, and he came in looking like a grinder. He came in looking like a football nerd, and he has had a glow up in his appearance and a glow down in terms of the perception of Packers fans as far as him being an offensive-minded genius. Right? If you were to ask Packers fans or fans around the league in general, hey, how would you compare Matt LaFleur with Kyle Shanahan, with Sean McVay? Even if you want to put, Kevin O'Connell into the mix, you could pick KOC into the mix. He does not seem to get the same level of respect as those guys. And it makes me, it really brought me down this road of like, who is Matt LaFleur and what does he stand for? Because what are you laughing about?
Who is Matt LaFleur and what does he stand for?
Because
is an attack on somebody's character as a man.
It's not an attack on his character.
To not know who somebody is after 7 years of being the Green Bay Packers head coach?
Well, is he still that offensive-minded sort of pass-happy guy who came in after Mike McCarthy and figured out a way to create wide receivers for Aaron Rodgers and did that remarkably well. Now he's presenting himself as this run first sort of like pound it, I'm gonna pound the defense sort of head coach. And now he's also sort of trying to take on some of that Dan Campbell like tough guy mentality.
At least we've seen it like in interviews in game. Sometimes like he's like the cool, calm, collected guy, and sometimes he's the fired up, I'm mad guy. Like there's no consistency from him, and we've seen that from an on the field standpoint of when you look at Matt LaFleur's team in the first half of this year to who they were, let's say first 5 games, then you see them running in first and second down, trying to get Josh Jacobs going. They kind of figured out, got stale, defenses did. Then, like, it was the let Jordan loose narrative, and he played really well over the 3-game stretch that they played the NFC North opponents that they won. He's kind of a go with the wind guy right now. And I like, again, we bring up the what is Matt LaFleur's identity question all the time. And we get different answers from every single person. So it is a fair question. The what does he stand for, I think, is just like the next level. Like, what do you mean? What does he stand for? Like, as a coach, as a human being? Like, I just want to know where you want to live here.
A little bit of everything. Like, if you're Dan Campbell, you don't get your hair cut every week. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and I'm okay with that, by the way. Look good, feel good, play good. Like, I'm not even holding that as a criticism. But when you talk about consistency in terms of who you are and how you operate, you can't be like the grinder, punch you in the mouth guy, and then go from looking like he did to a male model. And like, respect. Like, I would do the same damn thing if I were him. There's somebody to cut hair in that building. I'd get my hair cut every week. Like, it looks a lot better now than he did. But who is he? Then just embrace being the guy who's going to get guys open and have Jordan Love throw the ball 50 times. To me, that's what's missing from this Packers team and from this Packers franchise is for some reason they're reticent to embrace who they are. And it's at the tippity tip of their tongue. And it is, we have a great quarterback and somebody who could scheme receivers open. Let's throw the damn ball and let's score 30 points a game. And for some reason, there's something holding them back from doing that.
I think a lot of people that do point at Matt LaFleur think he's in over his head. Because when you look
He's not. He's 7 years in.
From a head coaching, decision-making, and being play caller. Managing offense, defense, and special teams. That's what I'm getting to. It's everyone's like, well, he has kept Rich Bisaccia as the highest paid special teams coordinator when they suck at special teams. Under Matt LaFleur, 3 different defensive coordinators in 2019 under Pettin. Raheem Mostert had a game where he gashed their defense. Under Joe Barry, they had 4 200-yard rushers. Under Jeff Hafley, the defensive guru that's up for head coaching jobs, I know it's Derrick Henry, but it was embarrassing the way that he was able to run all over the Green Bay Packers with something to play for. With the Bears ended up losing, you'd still be in the mix for a division title and a better seed where you're not going on the road. So
let's take it one step further then, because we're putting this on Matt LaFleur and saying what's his identity. What is the Packers? Like, what is the Packers? What are the Packers?
They're good, not great.
But because
that's what they've been.
But because Gutekunst picks the players. So we're now saying between 3 different defensive coordinators, they've had the same issues. Well, what else is Matt LaFleur supposed to do when he doesn't pick the players? So Matt LaFleur is going and picking different coordinators trying to figure this out, but he's cooking with the groceries that are shopped for by Brian Gutekunst, which gets back to the point that I made earlier, that there is not alignment or identity, and that to me is where this team needs to go. And if people believe in Jordan Love the way I think they should, and I think it's hard to really buy into a guy like that as much as I want them to, you need to figure out who the hell you are. The Bengals, for whatever they are, we're going to score 30-plus points a game. We are Joe Burrow. We are Jamar Chase. You know exactly what the Chiefs are trying to do. You know exactly what the Bills are trying to do. You know exactly what the Eagles are trying to do. You know exactly what the Rams are trying to do. And the Rams do it better than anybody to me in the Niners because they're constantly shifting. Oh, the Rams went out and got 2 of the better wide receivers who can get open on man-to-man every single play that they're running. You know what? We're going to run 13 personnel. We're going to roll out 3 tight ends. They might roll out 4 or 5 tight ends in on one play. Because you know what? Sean McVay said, this is the way the league's going. I'm going back to tight ends. And him and Matthew Stafford have figured out how to win in the red zone. Kyle Shanahan, he made freaking Jimmy Garoppolo look amazing. And now he's making Brock Purdy look like a Hall of Famer. Like, those guys have a plan and an identity, but they also have organizational alignment that allows them to run it. Ed Policy's going to have to make a decision between Matt LaFleur and Brian Gutekunst. And I would argue, why are people so down on LaFleur instead of Goody? Look at who Goody has drafted and what they've done in this league. And look at what Matt LaFleur's done with what he's been given.
So you think he's done more with less?
Again, go and look, Strofe, since Goody took over. Look at his drafting success.
There's one player. And he was actually the title of our thumbnail on YouTube. We broke down his dad tapping his girlfriend's butt on the air on Scalzo and Brust.
Yeah, the double tap.
It's not about...
Not just one tap, 2 taps.
Double tap.
Double tap. Lucas Van Ness was a pick swap with the New York Jets trade. He was drafted 13th overall. They swapped. The Jets get Will McDonald, a pass rusher that had 10-plus sacks in his rookie year. Better season, obviously, than Lucas Van Ness, who continues to be hurt and injured and all the things. That is what it comes down to. If you're going to have a swing and a miss on a backup at Iowa that you think can become something that isn't becoming that, yes, like that's where I can hear both sides of the argument on where you say there's a middle ground of Goody not doing enough and LaFleur also not doing good enough. The organizational thing, it starts at the top, but then both of their decisions down below aren't putting this team in a spot where they are their trajectory is like, wow. Because when Micah goes down, that's why everyone's pointing to the 49ers and say, Look at their team, look at their culture, look at their success. No one's pointing the Green Bay Packers saying, look at their team, look at their culture. People are worried about their success moving forward, and that's the conversation about them. There's more fear about them being able to overcome this than there should be.
If you're operating in a place of fear right now at the Packers, you don't believe in Jordan Love, because a good quarterback is your floor, right? If you have a really good quarterback, and if we think Jordan Love's a really good quarterback, that's your floor. You're not going to be that bad. So they should be willing to take chances. They did it with Micah Parsons. I thought that was a great move by Goody, a great move by the organization. I like them taking a risk on Trayvon Diggs. I do. Why not? I don't think it's going to substantially change anything. He hasn't had a great year, but you get him in your system. Maybe you make Micah Parsons happy. Maybe you get a play from him. Like, he's a playmaker.
He's an opportunistic guy.
Ultimately, this Packers team right now is not a favorite to win the Super Bowl.
I saw a look-ahead line. If they were to play the Bears, they'd be 1.5 dogs at Soldier Field.
And I would take the Packers. Like, I still think they should be favored against the Chicago Bears, even in Chicago. They should be. They have the better quarterback. Although I do think that if you were to throw it out to NFL personnel right now, you could either trade the same package for Jordan Love or the same package for Caleb Williams. I think most will go Caleb Williams.
Well, contract.
In this game in particular, I would take Jordan Love. Absolutely.
No, again, I'm not. You've seen them play the Bears even without Micah Parsons with their run offense, and it wasn't like they blew you out the water. The problem was you controlled the damn game, and you get to your red zone conversation about Shanahan and McVay figuring out the Packers have struggled in the red zone the last couple weeks.
I want to hear more from the Scalzo and Brust family. 800-990-3776. The Carbless Talking text line, 800-990-ESPN. Liss is more. We'll be back. Scalzo and Brust.
You're listening to Scalzo and Brust, presented by Michelob Ultra.
Nobody lies to himself quite like Ben Brust lies to himself.
I believe every word I just said.
Yeah.
Scalzo and Brust. Available anywhere you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
When storms hit or accidents happen, it's not just about property. It's about people. I'm Mandy Grimal-Lococo with Grimal & Associates Insurance. We help families bundle home, auto, and life coverage so you're never facing life's what-ifs alone. With the heavy rains we've seen in Milwaukee, we'll review your policy to be sure water backup, sump pump failures, and flood risks don't drain your wallet. Your home is more than walls and a roof. It's where life happens. At Grimal & Associates Insurance in Shorewood, we're here to protect your home, your family, and your peace of mind. Call us today at 414-332-0838.
Can you feel it? It's the thrill of witnessing a walk-off grand slam, a game-winning touchdown, a buzzer-beating 3. Yeah, you know the feeling. And there's only one place to experience that raw exhilaration. Potawatomi Sportsbook. Catch all the action in a supreme space with dozens of sports betting kiosks, cool drinks, luxe seating, great food, fiery atmosphere, and a monster video wall. Become a legend at Potawatomi Sportsbook. More info online. Must be 21 to enter casino.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-948-7878. That's 800-948-7878. 800-948-7878.
Whether your child is just learning to dribble or is already working on their threes, Bucks Youth Basketball Camps are the place to play, learn, and have a blast, too. Packed with games, skills challenges, and high fives, Bucks Youth Basketball Camps foster fun and teamwork for all skill levels. Get ready for your youngster to ball like a Buck. Learn more about upcoming Bucks Youth Basketball Camps at bucks.com/camps. That's bucks.com/camps.
This holiday season, imagine a home that feels safer, cozier, and truly yours. Hey, I'm Brad Nortman, and I know how much it means when your home finally works the way you've always hoped. Lifetime Home Services helps families create that comfort. From cleaner air and radon safety to organized closets and smart home automation, it's all about making your home feel better every day. Mention this ad during your consultation for 10% off. Plus, earn credits towards future home projects with our end-of-the-year special. Start creating a home that feels good to live in at lifetimehomeservices.com.
Listening to Scalzo and Brust, presented by Michelob Ultra.
I thought to myself, man, I got to go out and have a beer with these clowns. They're pulling off this kind of stuff, talking about dude wiping his hinder or not wiping it, whatever it was. and it went off the rails, and I was like, man, these guys got these people to pay them to do this on the radio.
Scalzo and Brust, available anywhere you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
Only they knew how much we made for our first show for an hour.
I'm probably making the same amount today.
No, less.
Huh? I'm saying zero.
Yeah.
$0. Yes. Who was that gentleman again?
Oh, man.
Because he had the best laugh. If you remember who that family member is, or if you're him, please call us 800-990-3776.
These guys got somebody to pay them.
And you still have wipes on you at all times, yes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? Nothing's changed in that regard?
Flushable wipes on
the
me all the
Scalzo
time.
Brust family?
Have you pooped yourself since the last time?
I've been without incident for a couple months now.
Yeah.
It's good.
Do you still try to sneak one out in the office, in the middle of the office?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. It's disgusting.
Sorry, you got an office. You can do it in there.
Good pop. ESPN 800-990-3776. We don't have Josh DiMaggio today, and I do wonder if Josh DiMaggio was invited to your wedding, he would have decided to make the extra effort to be on Scalzo and Brust today. Because we kind of put this together late. I realized that Strofe and Joshy and Will and Chris Larson and our entire team pretty much decided to all take vacation at the same exact time around the biggest weeks of the entire Green Bay Packers season, which is like the biggest week for our entire year. And so we're running all these, best ofs. And I, me and I'm getting calls from an angry Brust every single day. And I decide, we go back and forth. We're going to try to put together Scalzo and Brust today since I just flew in last night. And we reach out to Joshy. Joshy was like, ooh, this sounds...
I'm intrigued.
This sounds good. I'll let you know.
Do you think his girlfriend said no? They call her Mussolini.
And then he was out. And I wonder if it has to do with the fact that you excluded him from your wedding back in August.
Yeah, some more context to that. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was on a sales meeting as part of my other role, and Josh DiMaggio met the potential partner that we were looking to work with at a golf outing. So I was like, Josh, it'd be great to have you. I actually think I blacked it out. You probably could retell this better than me, because I just remember talking about the wedding and just telling the person I was talking to that Josh won't be invited with Josh sitting there.
Yeah, lucky for you, I actually rewatched this yesterday. Over on YouTube, ESPN Milwaukee's not top 10 moments of the year. That was number 4 for those of you keeping track at home.
It's an all-time bad way to do it.
Well, here's the thing. But here's the thing, Greg. So he did it, and he blurted out, yeah, you're not invited. We can talk about it later. like Josh was a kid who had been grounded. We can tell you're not invited. We can talk about it later. Most inappropriate moment he could have done it. The other thing is they carpooled to and from this meeting together, and he decided in front of the partner was the moment to be like, ha, you're not invited to my wedding.
Oh, I probably overcompensated the hell out of that conversation on the way back.
Why wasn't he invited? That's your guy.
I know. It's a regret.
You don't invite Joshy. You didn't invite Taushi.
So, I'm confused. Josh, when I get...
So when it comes to wedding cake...
Greg thinks Tausch and I have a different relationship than maybe I thought I had with Taushi.
We spent so much time with Tausch and his wife back in the day. Nights out. Different events that we would go to together. Happy hours. We were with Taushi a lot. Like a lot back in the day.
I felt
Sarah, his wife, literally was like your counselor. She was like your therapist for years as you were trying to search through the wilderness in order to find your perfect wife, which you found. You were just, she was giving you the hard advice. She was giving you the good advice. And then you didn't invite Taushi, you didn't invite Joshi.
And then when they met her, they were both thrilled. I think they met her at the old Park Bank ESPN Madison studios.
Yeah.
Holiday party.
Which, yes.
And she met, and they were, Taushi was like, dude, you got a great one. I hear great things about her. Like, man.
Yeah. So you missed
What can I do now, though?
Well, I mean, the Josh stuff, that ship has just sailed, I think. I think you guys need to now go from friends to enemies. I mean, that's like the only way that it works.
So I met his mother recently.
Brenda.
She hates you.
Yeah. Should. She was so nice to us.
She hates you over this.
I mean, when Isla was born, how kind was Joshy's mom?
She got you a gift basket.
Did she?
Yes. You talked about it on the air, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm happy to talk about this, but I don't have much to say. There's not much I can say other than I was an idiot. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm just going to stumble over my words, and I know that's what you guys want me to do, and you're just staring at me, leaving me out to dry without a life support. So I got nothing, man. I suck.
Well, that doesn't make for a fun segment. Dead fish.
Don't be the woe is me guy.
Playing the victim now.
Yeah, I'm owning that.
Yeah.
I'm owning that. I'm trying to not do that.
You invited Strofe.
Dude,
you invited Strofe.
That's the thing. He would have cried for weeks if I didn't invite him.
Who cares?
That's a good point. I have to deal with him on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Should I do the funniest thing in the world and not invite Ben to my wedding now?
I mean,
yeah. That'd be great. I'd actually love to have a wedding not on the calendar.
I mean, Strofe, you will have some interesting decisions to make on that.
Yeah. Don't tell me about it.
Yep. A lot of people here at work.
Yep. You want to come?
Me?
Yeah.
No, but you're going to invite me regardless.
You're right, I am.
I look forward to that one.
Ooh, can I pull the Greg?
What's the Greg?
Like just send a check with the RSVP?
I mean, yeah, sure. You can do that now if you'd like.
We've got some people on the YouTube chat, which is very hard for me to keep track of here.
You're so old.
YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee.
Old.
He's so old and he does sound old.
No, I'm not.
The YouTube chat.
What else? What do you call it?
Chat. And just sound cool saying it.
The chat?
Yeah.
On the chat, you've got people out here thinking that. See, how do you keep?
There's Bears fans seeping in at all times because they're still just thinking about the Green Bay Packers.
So they go back and forth talking to each other, though. So how do you know when they're talking to us and not talking to each other? Because then it gets complicated. Where I think somebody's talking about how the Packers aren't scared of Stafford and the Rams, but they're actually a Bears fan talking about how they're not scared of Stafford and the Rams.
That's not the conversation we're having.
I'm done with chat. Text us, call us, 800-990-ESPN, 800-990-3776. We'll go to the third member of the Scalzo and Brust, Joshi DiMaggio. Joshi, I think it's time for a full heel turn with you and Brust here.
I mean, I think I've made it clear with everything that's happened in my life since then. Ben has been ixnayed from every invite, from every event, every concert. I don't know if he knows it. I've been kind of doing it on my own, trying to work in the shadows. Just because the confrontation is a little weird. The one thing Ben didn't mention
in the shadows, Josh. I just found out right now, and I feel hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's kind of the way I've designed it.
Without me.
The one thing I did want to say is Ben made it seem like he had any relationship with the partner we were meeting with. That was me asking Ben on my own as a friend, like, hey, here's a potential opportunity for you to earn some money, to get your budget, to do things along those lines. And then he decided to tell me the ultimate embarrassment in front of that person. He made it seem like he had anything to do with it when it was 100% me.
So Joshi is doing you a favor, Ben, setting you up with a business opportunity through a relationship he established.
I did hit my budget this year. That helped.
And you decided to embarrass him in that moment.
See, I can still get a Joshy chuckle, though, so I know we're not dead. We're not dead, Josh. There's still a heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean, Strofe is right. My mother does absolutely hate you, which is the one relationship I think out of all of this you probably are going to regret the most, because I'm a pretty forgiving guy. I'm shoveling, sorry. I'm a pretty forgiving guy, but that relationship, the Venmo she would send you on your birthday to go have a couple drinks on her, you shattered that relationship. That one's dead. And I'm not going to speak for anyone in my house, but I'd say probably the same for her, too.
I didn't feel that the last time I ran into her. Or didn't.
Well, people do know how to act in public. People do know how to.
No, I'm saying I can tell.
Unlike you, in public, people can usually put on a face and just let things go for a moment, you know?
All right. Anything else to pile on there, Joshy?
I've been enjoying the program. I did not show up today because of the Ben Brust relationship. I'd be there for Greg if it was Greg
serious?
and Strofe.
Hey.
I'd be there producing. But with Ben involved, I can't let him get that win. When he comes to me groveling, I have to fight back and tell him, no, I'm not going to be in this one-sided relationship anymore. I need to take back my pride.
I respect that. I respect
it too, Josh.
It's good backbone.
I respect
right there.
you.
Anything else that we need to hit on, Josh, here on the Scalzo and Brust, two-thirds Scalzo and Brust reunion show?
No, I think you guys have done a pretty good job. I do think I've texted a couple things like, Greg, this is for you. Ben, plug your ears. You can't listen to this. Has Ben lost his fastball a little bit? We're not getting any of the references. I haven't heard one single Chris Tucker Rush Hour 2 reference. I haven't heard any of the classic references from Scalzo and Brust. Does he still got it?
It's a good question of if Ben Brust now takes himself too seriously, right? I think that's where we're getting at.
God.
It's like 800-990 ESPN.
Don't mind me for a moment. I just want to insert myself here.
I don't even know what you said because I took my headphones off, but just shut
I
up.
haven't even said anything yet. The fact that he's calling you to complain about people not working when he used to leave early for golf league, like he takes himself too seriously now.
I think that's just Strofe operating from his own insecurity.
Message right now.
I think with Ben, when I listen now, he's angrier. He's more serious. He's more intense.
People have told me I'm more angry and whiny.
I mean,
you're confrontational, that's for sure.
Yeah, like you used to be. I made you likable because I just beat you up all the time. And
no
then
one's
people would
beating
feel
me up.
people feel
can't
bad.
beat me up. Look at him.
Me and Joshua
and literally.
Me and Joshua would laugh at you, and people would it'd be like endearing, and now you're just like you're like angry, but you also used to not take yourself as seriously, I think, and that like allowed you to be a little goofy.
Is this a New Year's resolution that I've stumbled upon?
To not take yourself as seriously?
I mean, I text you guys Greg doing the Who is Matt LaFleur. Ben, how you didn't Austin Powers Who Does Number 2 work for and just interrupt the entire segment? What is that?
Maybe
I don't want the guy giving me serious opinions. I want the bad reference that no one really understands because it's one of the 5 movies you've watched 500 times and you make the same jokes over and over again. That's what the people want.
Dude, it's been 2 years of taking myself too serious. You're right.
That is what's missing, actually, is the random Ben Brust interjections that distract us and just create the dead fish moments.
I was like letting you cook though, so I didn't want to stop you from cooking.
Yeah, and like Ben's like trying, like it's making him a better person, I think, but it might be making him a worse Scalzo and Brust host. Yeah.
Yes. Correct. Yes. Yeah. No. He's probably has people that enjoy him more, that love him a little bit more. But when it comes to being on the radio, he's just kind of a guy right now.
He told me that he's going to start.
A jag?
He told me that he's going to start to read, Joshy, and asked me for some book recommendations. Seriously.
I don't buy that.
It's true. I mean, we had to start with like Goodnight Moon and like The Hungry Caterpillar.
No, I've been talking to my wife how great it is that I can read the books at night to my daughter, and I'm like, I'm actually like there's some good plots to these.
To the Very Hungry Caterpillar.
Yes, I'm back.
We tried to get him to read a book and do a book report. Remember that old Scalzo and Brust bet?
Oh, I lied.
Where's that from?
Me.
I mean, there's a million old Scalzo and Brust bets that never came to fruition, including that one. Yeah, and then he lied, and we caught him, and he never did any of it. I think Tausch gave him, or you gave him a book. He stole it, lost it.
Yes, still never seen that book again.
Yep, line 3, Strophy.
Well, the more I talk here, and the more I'm on this program,
therapy?
the more I realize I think I was in an abusive relationship, and now I'm glad I'm out of it.
Oh, wow.
One-sided. You just took advantage of me.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, there's probably some of that. More he took advantage of your mom, Josh. That didn't sound the way that I wanted.
Well, I don't love the phrasing of that one.
Yeah, unintended.
All right, well, that's all I got for you guys.
Thanks, Joshy. Mitchell kind of chimes in, says, it's not that Ben is more serious. It's that Ben realized at some point over the last 5 years that the world is, in fact, not a vaudevillian circus, and behaving as such might reap benefits professionally and socially for that matter. Ben didn't understand any of that. Ron in the Key said, this is awesome. Ben rarely feels bad shame. I think he actually feels guilty about Joshy's mom.
Well, I just like when he says it's dead. Like I don't want to send her flowers if it's just like if she's just gonna throw them away.
Well, I think the best thing for you to do is to like do something, I don't know, just like authentically nice and genuine for her son. But that isn't going to happen.
Well, it's the old Ben Brust. Just throw money at it and hope it fixes everything.
Ain't that the truth?
Okay, you're cut from the same cloth.
800,
you forgot your wife's birthday on Scalzo and Brust.
You're going back 6 years now?
Yeah, I have to right now.
Yeah,
I'm
6 or
deep.
7
I'm in a
years.
hole.
Greg and Waukesha, welcome to Scalzo and Brust.
Hey, Greg, good to hear you on the air again. Appreciate you coming back and lifting this show back up.
Of course, I'm happy to be here, Greg and Waukesha.
Lifting the show up, Greg. Lifting the show.
Somebody had to, otherwise we'd get a best of. It's probably the same best of that Stroph's been running all week.
So I miss you guys a lot. Glad you guys are having fun. I've always thought this. You know, my parents always told me the best way to deal with a bully is a bully. So I realized, Ben's a bully, and the only guy that stands up to him is you.
I'm the bully to the bully. Yes, I'm like the Dexter of bullies.
Way to go, Greg.
Yeah, I love that.
Way to stand up. Way to stand up to the bullies.
Thank you, Greg and Waukesha.
I'm a bully?
Sounds like you're a bully.
Oh, yeah.
How? Examples.
I'll point it out. We've still got an hour plus left. I'll point it out.
No, Greg will do that today. Trust me. He won't need you to point out when I'm bullying. Take over.
This is what I mean. He talks down to me always.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm going to. It's you.
Example A.
800-990-ESPN, 800-990-3776. Trayvon Diggs, not my boy Trayvon Hughes. Trayvon Diggs, now a member of the Green Bay Packers.
Did I not share this story with you? I have to share it next. My brother's YouTubed in. I sound old now, too. YouTubed in. Ben is a bully. He made my daughter cry on Christmas Eve.
We'll hear about that next. Scalzo and Brust.
You're listening to Scalzo and Brust, presented by Michelob Ultra.
I like Goody and Rodgers taking subliminal shots at each other. This article was like, Joshy saw me. I was reading it. And I was like, I don't read. Look, I don't read, but I was into this.
Scalzo and Brust. Available anywhere you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand. All the antics.
Why the hell are we still doing Encores? I go to the Killers, and they leave the stage. Oh, thank you. Good night. Oh, I can't believe they didn't play Mr. Brightside.
All the action.
Losing somebody like Micah Parsons, everybody on the defense was better because of Micah Parsons, and you lose a guy like that, it's hard to stomach.
The best of both worlds lives right here. Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 9 on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank. Tri-City National Bank offers a full suite of personal and business banking products at more than 25 convenient locations. Open your account today at the community bank that's Milwaukee's best bank. Learn more at tcnb.com.
While head coach Matt LaFleur has not specified whether Jordan Love, Malik Willis, or even Clayton Tune will start at quarterback this week, ESPN NFL Nation Packers reporter Rob Demotsky thinks we will not see much from the $55 man come Sunday.
Feel you only get, 48
on game day, you're going to have to play some starters. I think even if Jordan Love passes concussion protocol, he won't play this week, or if he does, he'll play just a couple of series to try to knock the rust off, like a preseason type game.
Vegas seems to think it'll be mainly backups for the G&G, as the Packers are currently 5.5-point underdogs to the Minnesota Vikings. I'm Will Summers.
This has been your Green and Gold Fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Tri-City National Bank, your hometown bank.
Family's bigger? Out of space? We can help you find a new place. Just make Tri-City your first call. We are here to help, loan large or small. Tri-City National Bank, equal housing lender, NMLS 433891.
Kevin Moret here from Mentality. Life's a relentless competition, and you might be losing without even knowing it. With testosterone levels plummeting 25% in just 2 decades, you're likely operating at a fraction of your potential. Your kids sense it when you're too exhausted for playtime. Your wife notices when that spark fades. Here's the harsh truth. Without addressing low T, nothing works. Diets fail, workouts fall flat, but there's hope. Mentality's FDA-approved treatment restores testosterone by an average of 30%. Don't let low T rob you of life's precious moments. Start at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Experience hot gaming action and a relaxing spa day. Your perfect winter getaway at the island. Book a stay and float package to get both a standard room and a rejuvenating 60-minute float pod therapy session for less than $100. Complement your stay with an elevated dining experience at Horizon Steakhouse, followed by an evening of comedy in Club 41. The Island Resort and Casino's stay and float package runs through February. Call 800-682-6040 to book yours today. Certain days and restrictions apply.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucks game. In 6 minutes. No more? No less. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. If you missed any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucks in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucks in 6 on the Bucks Plus audio network. Find it now on bucks.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Fisco is always there for your auto body care. When accidents happen, Fisco Auto Body on Forest Home in Franklin is there when you need them. Got a broken mirror? They'll take care of it. Dented bumper? Scratch paint? Fisco Auto Body will take care of it. If there's any damage you need fixed, Fisco has you covered. Their expert workmanship is guaranteed for the life of your vehicle. So stop in for all of your auto bumps and dings. Once again, you know the line. That's Fisco.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just for you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today. You're listening to Scalzo and Brust, presented by Michelob Ultra.
Get the image out of a full movie theater watching Josh's sex tape. You guys would be there.
Go, baby, go. I'd be, Joshy, I'd be cheering my ass off for you.
You good?
Yeah. No.
Painting pictures. It's Picasso. I would be right there next to you, Ben, like right next to you in the seat. Our legs would be touching. And I would push for it to be nominated for short film of the year.
Scalzo and Brust. Available anywhere you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
What the hell?
Scalzo and Brust is back today only. Greg Scalzo, Ben Brust. No Joshy DiMaggio, Alex Strofe, your cousin sub of the day here on ESPN Wisconsin. Tori Lowe in the studio now. We'll grab him on the air here in a second. Ben, you mentioned you got a story that you got to tell me.
Yes, it stemmed from me being a bully, as Greg from Waukesha brought to attention here on Scalzo and Brust, the special edition. And I blame Greg, and I'll get to that. So for all of my career here, I've been doing the show before KBN with Greg Scalzo. And Greg doesn't like to lose. He loves to win. And so when we'd argue, he would dig in until he won. And I had to evolve and be like, all right, I got to learn to dig in deeper. So you taught me in an argument to dig in deeper. So we're at Christmas Eve at my dad's. And we do the whole night. So this is 10 o'clock after we got back. Kids are asleep. And my niece now is 18. My brother-in-law, Kurt, is the head coach of my niece's high school varsity basketball team.
Cool.
I did not know that they were having this conversation earlier in the day But apparently, she tore her ACL last year, and this is her. She's playing now for her final season before she goes to college. She wants to have fun. She's upset with her role. I jump in the conversation in the middle. I take my brother-in-law's side. So we're ganging up on my niece in an argument who's 18 years old, and I just was like, oh, she's making some good points, but I was like, but this is Scalzo and Brust. I'm not going to let her win the argument. So I dig in deeper, and it got to the point where she just got up and she said, "This doesn't involve you. Stay out of it," and walked away. Was crying for 30 minutes, and I went to go check on her, and she got a bloody nose from crying so hard. So
what kind of things were you saying to your 18-year-old niece?
Well, he brought up shooting percentage, and she was like, "Well, I don't get enough attempts." Well, I said, if you made more shots, even your limited attempts, maybe you get more shot attempts. Maybe if you closed out short and didn't overextend on your closeout, then you could play the wing on defense. Like, I just was a big jerk.
And somehow you're blaming this on me.
Yes. You taught me how to dig in and not lose an argument.
Did you give her more Christmas money after that?
No, I gave her a $10 scratch off.
That you were not intending on giving her?
No. My nieces and nephews get $10 scratch offs.
You're welcome. You can thank me for that.
That was your idea. See, it's all you, Greg.
Sounds like you taught him how to be a big jerk.
Wow. Here's the thing. Tori, here's the thing, Tori, that Ben isn't understanding is there's a time and a place and a person.
Oh, I get it.
You got to know when to turn it on.
I'm not like that with my niece. I'm like that with Ben when we're sitting here.
She's 18. She's an adult, so I was like, she can handle it. And I forgot. She's an 18-year-old.
Wow.
Girl.
Yes.
A lot of emotions.
18-year-old who is looking at the finality of her basketball career. And instead of her uncle meeting with empathy and support, she has you criticizing her and tearing her down.
How hard do you have to cry for your nose to bleed?
Pretty hard.
Pretty hard.
I never heard of it until she told me that her nose started bleeding.
Oh, my God. All right, we'll be back in 2 minutes. Tori Lowe, it's Scalzo Brust.
As the year winds down, we all pause to take stock of where we've been and where we want to go next. If finishing your degree has been on your mind, this could be your moment. At Lakeland University, education fits real life with flexible evening and online classes, credit for your work and life experiences, and multiple start dates so you don't have to wait. Earn your degree 100% online, close to home at one of our 6 Wisconsin centers, or on our residential campus in Sheboygan County. This next year, invest in what matters most. You. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
When a trophy is raised, it can feel like the season's over, but on the ESPN app, it never really is. Because with more than 47,000 live events, plus originals, highlights, and coverage from every corner of the sports world, there's always something to dive into. No off-season, just everything a fan needs to keep going. Always in season, get all of ESPN all in one place. Download the ESPN app on your TV or phone today.
This is Brian Balaga. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN.
94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
For your sports talk fix every day from 4 to 6, it's Scalzo and Brust. For your sports talk fix every day from 4 to 6, it's Scalzo and Brust. For your sports talk fix every day from 4 to 6, it's Scalzo and Brust. For your sports talk fix every day from 4 to 6.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee.
Party, baby.
This is Scalzo and Brust on 94.5 ESPN,
party,
the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
Woo! It's a party, baby.
ESPN Milwaukee, one day only. Ben Brust, Greg Scalzo, no Joshie DiMaggio. Although he called in earlier. Alex Strofe running the show is your cousin sub of the day, and we had to bring our guy, Tori Lowe, from the Tori Lowe Show, 1 to 4 on 101.7 The Truth.
Hey.
On the air, a big part of the Scalzo and Brust family.
Hey, how y'all doing?
What's happening in?
What's happening
Better
in?
now. Better now.
What's happening in?
Powerful.
Powerful.
What? With what?
This is the last show of the year.
It is
last show of the year.
What?
Ending it in a good place. Thanks for coming by, Tori. It's good to see that some people are still working here in this building.
Right.
You know, people are still out there listening. People are still out there watching. People are still consuming.
Right.
But I want to go down memory lane with you here a little bit, Tori, because
here we go.
When I think about one of the more ridiculous moments in Scalzo and Brust history, you were there for it at the bar that no longer exists called Balzac.
My God.
When
It doesn't exist?
When Ben Brust took a blow-up doll on a date.
Oh, my goodness.
And
Josh DiMaggio had to leave.
For a full hour, was seated with a blow-up doll, had a meal with said blow-up doll, while me and Tori were sipping wine and having a drink at the bar, trying to watch him feed and
wine and dine
a blow-up doll.
Yeah, I mean, I fed Judy water, and I can't remember. Did I buy her an actual meal, Greg?
You bought a meal. Yes.
For her?
I don't know if it was, I think you might have, I don't know how you did it. I forget how you did it.
You wiped her mouth.
You kept trying to give her water and then you'd wipe her mouth.
Everywhere.
I mean, Tori, can anybody else pull that off? Like, was that one of the more insane things? Because that was one of the more insane things I've experienced.
You know what? I really believe that he was trying out for a leading role in a movie because he made that doll feel so comfortable. I mean, he treated that doll like this was somebody that he was going to spend the rest of his life with. And I couldn't believe it. I mean, and we sat there and watched all of these people sitting on the side just stare at him. And he did not break character at all.
Well, I feel like there was a time, we said, this is what happened. You sent Tori out to, like, rattle me.
No, Tori wanted to go out and take some pictures. Right. And then you turned and you complained to the waitress saying, this man is making me uncomfortable.
And they almost kicked me out.
Good.
Yeah, I mean,
I was trying to have a beautiful meal with Judy the blow-up doll.
You was like, hey, that black guy over there is
I
harassing
didn't say that.
Trying to get a black man arrested on Brady Street. It's unbelievable.
I said, can a man and his girlfriend just have dinner in peace?
I'm just messing with you. I mean, the thing was, it was so hilarious. But that let me know that, you got somebody that's willing to, do the extra, just for the content. I mean, he really stayed in character. Nobody shook him that day.
When it comes to blow-up dolls, Benny's always willing to do the
and
extra.
And he was a little too comfortable around the blow-up doll. I noticed that, it was almost like he had did this before.
It felt like it, didn't it? Tor, you are the biggest Packers fan that I know. The superstitious man. When it comes to this team at this place as the 7th seed,
Here we go.
How confident are you right now heading to playoffs?
Well, I did get a reminder that the last time that the Bears was at the top of the division and the Packers were the 7th seed, we kind of went to the Super Bowl. Was the Aaron Rodgers?
They were the 6th seed at the time. There wasn't a 7th seed. But they were the 6th seed. Yeah,
the last seed.
Yeah.
They weren't losing 3 games in a row heading into Week 18.
But the similarities are still there. I'm not saying that, especially with the loss of Micah, that does create when it comes to defense win championships. So I'll say this, I think that I'm optimistic. The Packers are not the team you actually really want to play in the playoffs. The Packers have a good team. They're a strong team.
If you ask
play the
every
Packers,
NFC team right now to pick the one team you want to play in the playoffs, I think everyone would pick the Packers.
Is that because of the loss, the
I'm
injuries?
not saying that's the right choice.
Is it because of the injuries?
I'd be scared of Jordan Love and what he's showed that he could do in a wild card game on the road in Dallas as a 7 seed in the Pack.
Well, the wild card, it's the Niners, the Rams, and the Packers, right? Are your 3 wild card teams.
Correct.
Yeah. I mean, those are 3 really good wild card teams.
Really
the
good
NFC
teams.
South stinks. So
Yeah,
whoever
it's Carolina, Tampa, with Atlanta playing for Carolina if they lose.
But I think when you look at this Packers team heading in, they are dangerous because they can win.
Right. The injury bug hit the Packers late in the season.
It didn't help. Tucker Kraft going down playing at all-pro level didn't help, but they still ended up playing really good football offensively with Jordan Love in the 3-game span over the NFC North 3-game stretch there. Then Christian Watson went down the same game as Micah Parsons went down, and they mentally shut down. And since then, it's been a disaster I guess they battled the Bears and played well, but the Derrick Henry's just, I don't care who it is. That's
a tough guy to take down.
Unacceptable.
Right.
4 touchdowns, letting him stiff-arm Carrington Valentine to the sun.
Not my boy Carrington, man. I'll say this. When I look at the Packers right now, I don't know what the future holds for the Packers, but right now, they still have talent in the locker room, enough talent to play ball in the playoffs. The offense is very talented. What I don't like is that the injuries to the quarterbacks in this late in the season. Now, if there's something may have happened, if something happens where we lose both of our starting quarterback and our backup quarterback, what happens?
I got a question for Greg right now because you literally have a world's biggest Packer fan in front of you, and you started the show by saying Packer fans are in this weird spot of their identity and they're good, not great.
Yeah.
Like, how come you're not grilling Torrey on what they should be doing?
Well, I think it is interesting, Torrey, right? It is Title Town.
Here we go.
No, it's Title Town. It's like you want to be... Is what the Packers are right now good enough? Because I'm seeing a fractured fan base you got half the fans saying, you know what? They've been the 7th seed the last 3 years. In the Jordan Love era, if they only had 6 playoff teams, which they had for a very long time, that the Packers wouldn't have won. They've never won a division. I mean, look, if Aaron Rodgers wins on Sunday against the Ravens, he'll have won a division before Jordan Love.
Oh, wow.
After the breakup.
You know what I see with the Packers right now?
That's cherry picking a little bit. I mean, that's a horrible division.
Hold on.
Doesn't matter.
I know.
Every faithful Packer fan always keeps hope. But what I'm saying is with the injuries to the Packers, we kind of be like, okay, well, what do we have and what can we run with in the playoffs? So that's a real question because we were just getting over the hump and then we started losing people left and right. So I think that right now we're looking at Jordan Love to be who we believe he could be right now.
He has to be.
He has to be what we believe he could be for us to win in the playoffs this year.
There's no doubt.
He has to light it up.
So then because heading into this year, I think it was fair to say people had Super Bowl level expectations. After the Micah trade, right?
The odds reflected
after the first couple of weeks.
They were the second best odds.
If they
after
fall
the first
short
2
of the Super Bowl, are we saying, hey, that's not a disappointment because of the injuries? Or are we saying, no, that's still disappointing? And then off of that, what is the expectations for the Green Bay Packers as a franchise, right? Like, I'll give you an example. I was in Boston last week, right? The Patriots, their expectation this year was just, hey, can Drake May be good and can you sneak into the playoffs? They exceeded expectation for this year. Now, next year, their expectation is going to be a lot higher than that. This year, the Packers have fallen short of expectation, but it feels like there's some folks that are hesitant to be able to say, hey, we're not where we should be in year 4 of Jordan Love as a starter. But they're not a bad team. They're still a good team, but to me, I think people look at it as a negative. I think having championship level expectations is a positive. I think you earn high expectations, and it's okay to have high expectations. And it doesn't mean that you hate your team. It means that you actually love them so much you want to see them do better.
All right, I'll say this, and I'm going to use this as an example. I was just watching the Christmas movie where the people had to believe for the sleigh to fly. And the kids...
Elf?
Everybody had to believe for
you mean they all had to sing?
Yeah, you had to believe for it to happen.
Christmas magic.
So you don't want to give, as a Packer fan, you don't want to give up that belief because you may not see the sleigh go in the sky. So I think that many times we as Packer fans, we want to believe because we know that our belief also propels the Packers into a winning position. And I think that we're going to keep our belief until we can no longer play, until we're eliminated out of the playoffs.
Well, your boy Kyle says the season's over already.
Here we go. See, that's the reason the sleigh couldn't get up in the air.
He's not singing.
Because people saying that they were...
He's not singing Go Pack Go right now with everybody.
At first, everybody was saying Go Pack Go, let's go Packers. You can't lose the faith. Once you lose faith, then it's a problem. I haven't lost the faith. I believe the Packers got a great chance. The Bears... or, whoever we have to play. I hope it's the Bears. I hope it's the Bears. It's looking like it's the Bears.
The Eagles are sitting their starters.
But I believe that if it's the Bears, that gives the Packers a better chance because they're familiar with the Bears. They just played the Bears twice this season.
I hope it happens.
Let's go.
My man, Happy New Year to Torrey Lowe.
Let's go.
That belief hasn't worked in over a decade.
See,
That's the YouTube chat. It's not me.
okay, here we go.
No, Santa came just last week. He showed up. The sleigh flew. Love you, Tori.
Hey, thank you for having me.
We'll see you in 2026.
I feel like I was in a time warp.
We'll be back next. More Scalzo and Brust. Who knows?
You're listening to Scalzo and Brust, presented by Michelob Ultra.
He was a hairy middle schooler. I bet he was a really hairy middle schooler.
You nailed it. I still don't have chest hair, and he had chest hair in 7th grade. Wow. Very strong, very athletic.
Soft chest hair, too. Sorry, continue.
Soft chest hair is in, like, not soft because he's soft, but soft because he's very beautiful.
The kind you want to run your hands through.
I would. Sorry, you were saying.
I don't remember anymore because now I'm thinking about rubbing my hand through Jimmy Garoppolo's chest hair in 7th grade.
Scalzo and Brust. Available anywhere you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
Nobody should be writing the season off. The idea of being one of the top teams without 2 of your best players is a big reach. But this is a season that you can find ways to do it.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
You think anybody ever feels sorry for the Green Bay Packers? They don't. And they shouldn't. And you shouldn't.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Can you feel it? It's the thrill of witnessing a walk-off grand slam, a game-winning touchdown, a buzzer-beating 3. Yeah, you know the feeling. And there's only one place to experience that raw exhilaration. Potawatomi Sportsbook. Catch all the action in a supreme space with dozens of sports betting kiosks, cool drinks, luxe seating, great food, fiery atmosphere, and a monster video wall. Become a legend at Potawatomi Sportsbook. More info online. Must be 21 to enter casino.
Host an unforgettable outing and create special memories with your crew at a Milwaukee Bucks game. Groups of 10 or more can score ticket savings, block seating, and take part in special activities on game days. Showcase your team's talents on center court, score a high five from the pros, and more. There are great options for groups of all sizes. Start planning your ultimate Bucks basketball game day experience today at bucks.com/groups. That's bucks.com/groups.
This holiday season, imagine a home that feels safer, cozier, and truly yours. Hey, I'm Brad Nortman, and I know how much it means when your home finally works the way you've always hoped. Lifetime Home Services helps families create that comfort. From cleaner air and radon safety to organized closets and smart home automation, it's all about making your home feel better every day. Mention this ad during your consultation for 10% off. Plus, earn credits towards future home projects with our end-of-the-year special. Start creating a home that feels good to live in at lifetimehomeservices.com.
Looking up at the Marquette banners, brought to you by Saganiac Planning. Number 15 retired in honor of Butch Lee. He finished in 78, and the number retired the next season. It's hard to believe that any player could ever equal what Butch Lee did at Marquette. Part of the national championship team in 77, and the Final Four MVP, and the next season, the consensus National Player of the Year. So much success, it's not necessary to bring up any statistics. Number 15, Butch Lee, did everything. Running a business means taking care of your team and your bottom line. For over 50 years, Saganiac Planning has helped small businesses build smarter, more affordable medical and employee benefit plans. From health insurance to customized coverage options, our experts make it simple to protect your people and your future. Saganiac Planning, your partner in planning confidence. Visit SaganiacPlanning.com or call John Saganiac Jr. today to get started. 262-783-6161.
You're listening to Scalzo and Brust, presented by Michelob Ultra.
It's like how I passed swimming lessons. I can't float, and the first level of swimming lessons is floating. My parents had to convince the teachers to pass me because I couldn't float.
Great.
And then I made it to Underwater Explorers.
He cheated in swimming class.
Everything. Josh, everything.
Goes so deep.
Scalzo and Brust.
He cheated.
Oh, Ben doesn't do
little
this. Ben doesn't do this.
Golden guppies. Couldn't float. Had to convince them to send me to Underwater Explorers.
Yeah, you were great at Underwater Explorers.
I sure was.
Because you couldn't float.
Scalzo and Brust. Available anywhere you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
Talk about the longest intro and outro liners in the history of radio.
It's Scalzo and Brust on a Wednesday. Happy New Year's across just ESPN Milwaukee.
See, I still don't. I'm feeling it right
866 800 990 ESPN. No Josh DiMaggio. Alex Strope on the ones and twos. You, the Scalzo and Brust family, calling, texting 800 990 ESPN, 800 990 3776. I thought that this was really mean, Strope, but Brust told me I had to keep Levi, our official, unofficial shipping and handling guy, on hold for over 2 hours to break the record, and he knows how competitive I am. And so Levi's been on hold for 138 minutes.
Dude, you're worse
so
than me.
far. And I told Ben every break, can we please bring Levi on? Can we please bring Levi on? I want to have him on. I haven't talked to my guy Levi in forever. And he could be like, no, let's see if we can break the record. We've broken the record. Levi from Stevens Point, our official and unofficial shipping and handling guy, the Scalzo and Brust family. Welcome back into Scalzo and Brust. I've missed you, buddy.
Man. Yeah, I miss you too, man. And I know. Ever since October 7th, when I said how many minutes I waited, Ben just likes to keep me waiting. But I'm just trying to be a loyal fan to the show. That's why I wait, because I have nothing to do except listen to the show.
All right, that makes me feel bad.
What do you mean?
I should get him in earlier. I guess if he's saying he's got time to wait, let's wait.
Strofe had nothing to do the last 2 weeks. He still chose not to listen to your show.
Well, Strofe was working for Green Bay game day on Saturday. Does that even count?
Yes, he was, Levi, because you know why? His face was on the thumbnail.
Oh.
Yeah. Whoa! Hey, don't talk to my boy Strofe like that from UW Stevens Point, bro.
Yeah, what a degree. Where did you not get into, Whitewater?
It's great to talk to you, Levi. Thank you, as always, for being such a great Scalzo and Brust fan. 800.
I got to wait and listen to Whitewater.
990 ESPN, 800 990 3776. There's a lot that I would love to say right there, but I'm gonna let that one go.
Oh, when'd you go soft?
Michael chimes in, says, this is how I see it. For the Packers, it all comes down to Jordan Love. If Aaron Rodgers at the same age as Jordan Love, we're going to the playoffs. With all the injuries, Packers fans would have so much more belief in the quarterback's ability to win games. The apprehension the Packers fans have is now based upon the injuries is due to their lack of confidence in Jordan Love. That from Mike in Glen, Janesville.
I like that text, but I think it's not as simple as that. I think you got to the thesis of why people feel that way, and it goes back to their head coach and play caller of what are they. And if you have a QB that's shown the ability to do what he did in 2023, I just and I know there was injuries last year in 2024, and if he is what we've seen to get to the top 3 in the MVP voting pre-Broncos game, it's there. Matt just needs to design the offense in at this point, bleep it. Josh Jacobs is hurt. We can run the football, but we're not going to establish it the way that we want to. Let's go out swinging. Let your franchise quarterback just sling it around. You got Watson back. You have Reed. Wicks had a big game on Thanksgiving. Golden is getting less snaps because they have Bo freaking Melton out there on offensive snaps. He's back on defense today at practice. Even with all those things I said, they were still humming without Tucker Kraft throwing the football. So just I'm not even saying the whole let Jordan loose thing. Just play free. You, both Matt and Jordan play aggressive. When's the last time we saw not even I'll say it, not that I want this, a trick play that was creative or they're so predictable.
So you're just down on the floor.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. I think he's a good coach, but I your team and culture, you are going to see what it was made of after Micah went down. They passed the test for 55 minutes against the Bears, and then they peed down their leg at the end of that game. Keyshawn Nixon blew a coverage on an all blitz where he tried to jump a pass for an interception that made no sense to do in that scenario on 4th and 4. Tried to be a hero again, got burnt. And then you fumble the football, and Caleb Williams throws a dot on Keyshawn Nixon again. So, again, you blow that, then you know they don't have Lamar freaking Jackson. I don't care if you stack the box with all 11 guys and make Stu Puntley throw the ball. Do that. Don't get rammed down the throat by Derrick Henry when you know they don't have Lamar Jackson back there. That's unacceptable. That's the part where it's You see the
But
culture
do they
and
even
identity.
have the personnel to be able to stop
I
it?
don't give a
Do they have
damn.
had it? Like you saw the Falcons play great defense against maybe the most dangerous offense in the league. They're
Derrick Henry's
playing
had
with
games where he's
aggression.
had 30, 40 yards this year. Granted, one was against the Browns, but they can get in their own way. But they literally were just like, hey, if they would have limited a little bit of the success for Derrick Henry early on, then you saw him sit Derrick Henry for 12 minutes against the Patriots. Who says Manukin or whatever his name is, the offensive coordinator of the Ravens, doesn't say, all right, let's try something different.
Did you just screw up the running back of the Bears with the
With
chancellor,
the chancellor of
Wisconsin?
UW-Madison?
Manungai?
I don't know what it is. All I know is she better have Mac on a tight leash.
No, Manungai is.
Oh, the offensive coordinator. Oh no,
He's a
no,
running
that's
back.
the
He's a
Bears
running back for the Bears. Isn't that what he was talking about?
No.
Who said?
I was talking about the Ravens offensive coordinators.
Todd Mookin?
Yeah, Mookin, Manukin. It's close. Jennifer Manukin and
People on the chat are just really concerned with how you look right now.
What did you do to me,
They're
Stroh?
very worried about how pale you are. And in person, you're kind of pale too. Are you okay?
Are you doing all right?
Do I need to hold up the white paper?
I know you were nervous, but
what did you do to me?
I
Or is
didn't
this
do anything.
me?
That's you.
You do look rather
You all
pale
right?
now.
Again, every time I look at the YouTube stream now, I just can't see, as my hairdresser said, I have some slight recession going on. And I can't unsee it now, and it's making me sad. And I look pale as a ghost.
Wait, so if your hair recedes, because I guess I don't know about your mom's dad, which a lot of people will say that's where the genetics come from.
He's got hair. But he combs it over.
Yeah. Like, are you going to get it replaced? Are you going to go hair replacement? Are you going to
Flying
Turkey?
to Turkey? I think
Or would you just shave? Go back to buzz cut Benny?
I'd probably just go bald at that point. Just straight blade it.
Yeah?
I don't think, stop. Like, I'm not going to fall for the old Scalzo and Brust bit where you got to do this right now.
I'm Tenure. I brought up how pale he was. He's the one that decided to go into his receding hairline and how it's all he can see.
It is receding. It does look bad.
Patrick Ewing called. He wants his widow's peak back.
We got a call coming in, Strophy. My God, do you have to do
I'm
that
telling
the
you,
entire
every
show?
time, except I do it to talk to producer.
Oh,
I don't do it on the air.
No, I'd rather just do it
You're right.
on the air over and over and over again. Yeah, I think that, yes,
Pale
people are
and
very
balding.
dangerously
What a combo.
pale.
Gosh, I feel really good heading into the new year.
I mean,
What either turkey or baldness? That's
what are
your
we
future.
gonna? What are we gonna do
about my hair?
You can't like rock a receipt. You can't just rock
Again, I brought it up, but now you're gonna try and make me feel
No, but
I
like
have a lazy
yours
eye
are like.
again.
What's interesting is it's not your traditional male pattern baldness.
What is it?
I don't know. It's this.
I got a
It's
V.
not. But like most people have the horseshoe.
You know how like
it comes around the sides.
You know how at Lambeau Field when they do a flyover and the planes are like staggered? That's what the top of your head looks like.
It's a flying V, Strophy. Yeah, that's what they call it.
Okay.
Diana in McGuanago, welcome into Scalzo and Brust.
Hey, Dirty D.
Hey, that's what you get. Remember, that's what Tony told me to let you know. That's what you get. That's what you get for being rude to Stroh.
What do I get?
Your hair. Your receding hairline. You're losing hair. That's what happens when you're rude to people.
You think it's karma that he's losing hair because he's mean to Stroh?
You got that right. Tony even had me tell him that.
Why? Hey, Diana, why? What did Stroh do that's resulted in him being himself?
He exists.
So
Because Ben's always rude. Ben is always rude to Stroh, and that's what he gets now. It's called karma.
How are we going to fix this between them, Diana?
I don't know. You talk to Ben about that. Ben said it's never going to happen.
You think it's all one-sided?
I'd rather go bald than stop making fun of Alex Stroh.
That's what he said. Exact words.
We'll see if it comes true, Diana.
All right. Thanks,
shave
Diana.
your head.
800-990-ESPN,
Greg, if I brought a razor into the studio, would you be
800-990-3776.
upset?
What do you mean?
What are you going to do?
To shave your head.
Dude, I will stuff you in the locker before you
If it
touch
was
my hair.
consensual, then I would be fine with it. I got my hair cut.
I'm telling you, it will not be consensual.
No, that is not allowed.
You can try. It's allowed.
Oh,
you can
okay.
try. Yeah, bring in a razor.
That sounds like consensual permission.
Do it outside the studio.
Oh, VP, market manager Greg's
big
out
boss
again.
Greg.
You would lay Strofe out, and then there'd be a whole. I'm protecting you right now.
Yeah, it's true.
Because
it would get real serious really fast where where I was arguing with my niece and made her cry, but now it would turn physical.
I mean, yeah, you can't just shave somebody's head without them. Yeah, it's a bad deal.
It's 101.
Would you? You guys all shaved your head at some point, right?
I did it.
And
yeah.
I think it
Earlier this year.
excelled or accelerated the hairline.
You are really actually worried about the hairline thing. I can tell. I can tell when Ben gets worried about something, and he is very particular about his hair. Nobody uses more hairspray that I know than Ben Brust does.
Yeah, you could light a match in the hotel room we stayed at that one time. It blew up.
Ain't that the truth? 800-990-ESPN, 800-990-3776. Packers, Brust. Who knows, but we want to hear from you, the Scalzo and Brust family, on the Carbless Talk and Text line. Should Ben shave his head with his receding hairline? That's next.
You're listening to Scalzo and Brust, presented by Michelob Ultra.
Ben, do you believe in the moon landing?
I know what the moon landing is.
Why did you look at me like that was a trick question?
Because it is.
What the hell?
Hold on. Stop. What's that? Stop. Okay,
Everybody shut up.
Take a breath. What's the trick? The moon landing is when you're in a men's locker room and your butts touch each other.
Scalzo and Brust, available anywhere you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand. Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Why Z-Bart? Because you don't want rust holes in your expensive vehicle. Let Z-Bart keep the rust away with professional rust protection. Only at Z-Bart.
While head coach Matt LaFleur has not specified whether Jordan Love, Malik Willis, or even Clayton Tune will start at quarterback this week, ESPN NFL Nation Packers reporter Rob Demovsky thinks we will not see much from the $55 man come Sunday.
You only get, 48 on game day. You're going to have to play some starters. I think even if Jordan Love passes concussion protocol, he won't play this week, or if he does, he'll play just a couple of series to try to knock the rust off, like a preseason type game.
Vegas seems to think it'll be mainly backups for the G&G, as the Packers are currently 5.5-point underdogs to the Minnesota Vikings. I'm Will Summers.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
Do you want your car to shine like a diamond? Then you need Z-Gloss from Z-Bart. Z-Gloss gives you a mirror finish and protects your paint from everything Mother Nature can throw at it with a 10-year guarantee. Visit zbart.com for more information.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well, you know.
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people, and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been Milwaukee's one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
From the biggest plays on the court to the comments made in the locker room after. An in-depth recap of every Bucs game. In 6 minutes. No more? No less. Bucs in 6 on the Bucs Plus Audio Network. If you miss any of the game or just want to relive the biggest moments, Bucs in 6 provides game recaps every morning after. Hear the high-flying dunks from Giannis or the deep threes from Miles Turner. And catch the comments post-game about what happened on the court. Bucs in 6 on the Bucs Plus Audio Network. Find it now on Bucs.com/plus or on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
You're listening to Scalzo and Brust, presented by Michelob Ultra.
Because what I did over the last 3 months was not good enough to win the spring session. So back to the drawing board, like I'll do with Maddie. We just scanned
the spring session, too. You had 25% chance of winning. Like, that's amazing.
Hey, can I please talk about how I'm going to get better for the summer session?
Explaining this league, didn't you think there's like a dozen teams at least, Joshy?
If you go to a casino, you'd be rich with those odds.
You guys are really breaking me down. I hope you know that.
Scalzo and Brust. Available anywhere you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
That is incorrect. Breaking me down is true. You can't
What's
find Scalzo
incorrect?
and Brust anymore. You guys are just mean and break me down. You used to be
What's
mean.
incorrect about that?
Whatever. I don't know what I'm saying.
You still playing the
I'm
same...
by the receding hairline.
Yeah, I see you've moved the headphones to the front of your head.
It was a great
now.
suggestion on YouTube.
So nobody can see your receding hairline. The color still has not returned to your face. The nervousness is there. Is this because you're hosting a big party tonight?
No, I'm good to go. The wife's taking care of that.
Okay. This is just
You're my ride home, by the way.
This is just all about you potentially having to fly to Turkey in order to get some sort of hair
Is that my
replacement.
inevitable Turkey?
Or I could see you shaving your head. I could see you as a shaved head guy. You could pull it off. Strofe is shaking his head.
Yeah, I don't know why you're lying to him, Greg.
What do you mean?
He's a relatively handsome guy, and I think without hair.
I think if you're handsome with hair, that means you'd be handsome without hair.
That's completely incorrect.
Got any examples?
Me.
Strofe doesn't have a very high opinion of himself in that regard.
I thought self-awareness was the most important trait. You think you're a really, really handsome guy?
I'm stunning.
Yeah, the way you came into the office today.
8.5 out of 10.
I thought he came in just having rolled out of bed, not showered today.
No, I
and he's like, I thought my hair looked great.
I thought I was
it's
having
like
good hair
all over the place.
Put yourself on the stream, man. Let people see how handsome you are. YouTube at
I'm
ESPN
having
Milwaukee.
good hair day, and I wore my Badgers sweatshirt because my two favorite Badgers are on the radio together again.
And I do the around here.
I was kissing your ass. I don't know why you're getting offended.
You said two favorite Badgers.
Yeah,
what would Greg have
number,
anything to do with the
one.
Badgers other than being a student there?
He went there.
Yeah, I'm a Badger.
He's a Badger. Mm-hmm. So that works.
Yeah, and you're saying he's one of your two favorite Badgers. You're a lifetime Badger fan.
I think he was just referring to people who went to Wisconsin. I don't think he was referring to people that played a sport at Wisconsin. We did win the same amount of championships, though, unfortunately.
Jeez, dude.
Ben, look at my ass kissing working.
Breaking me up. Breaking me down, as always.
No, I mean, look, do you still play in your basketball league?
I do.
With all the balding guys? Like, what do they do? The balding guys with the back hair?
That's mean.
No, but do they do they just rock
one
it?
of the people that
I
you
know.
thought were in the league that are balding.
So,
no
like-
one's balding, by the way. The league's getting younger, and it's too fast. They try too hard.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Falling behind.
Yeah, I think you could shave your head. Don't listen to Strofe. I think you could pull it off. 800-990-3776. Do you think Strofe believes he's far more handsome than he actually is?
The guy thinks he's better at everything, the best thing that he does every day.
That's actually a good point by Ben.
Like,
Give it to him.
This is going to be the best Wheel of Strofe ever. This is going to be the best parody song I've ever made. This is going to be the best time ever out at
Line
night.
one, Strofe.
I know, I see that. I know
You're
who
the
it is,
best
too.
time ever guy. Everything's the best time.
Yeah, it could be. 800-990-3776. Get 800-990-ESPN. And I think, look, some of that extends to just the Packers fans in general, that they think everything's the best, right? Like, oh, we've got the best quarterback, we've got the best coach. And then when things ultimately lose, then all of a sudden it is like, wait a second, what's happening? I want to fire this person. 3 weeks ago, they were the MVP. Now you want Malik Willis to replace them. This happened not that long ago in the history of Scalzo and Brust when they had a two-time MVP, and we had one very specific caller who was calling in saying, get him out of town. Get him out of town. We got a Lamborghini in the garage. And then that Lamborghini hasn't even won the division yet. Speaking of, 800-990-ESPN, Mark in New Berlin, the official and unofficial clown of the Scalzo and Brust family.
Mark?
Happy New Year!
Hey!
I just want to wish everybody a happy and healthy New Year. It's good to see the band back together.
It's good.
Even Scalzo, I'm not even, since it's a new year, I'm not even going to get crazy here. But I want to say, Benny, your hair is receding a little, but I got a solution. And you know Marky always has a solution. Use Homer's toupee. Homer has a toupee. Especially, you might scare your daughter, but use Homer's toupee, especially if you go out tonight. I could see you at the bars, toupee on, dancing, show me the love shirt. Man, I'm telling you, you look good.
I'm still confused because you're not the same person I
remember. On you about Aaron Rodgers. The last time I see you were growing your hair out like, then you did cut it. Now it looks like you're trying to look like Matty Mouse. You know, I'm not even going to get on you, but you got to admit, Mark was right.
Whoa.
So when you ponder it tonight, you and your wife...
it's my turn. Mark, it's my turn. Greg started this call by saying...
Line 2.
Jordan Love has not won the division since he's been the quarterback, so how is he a Lamborghini?
Oh, is that how he... Now I was going to be nice to him. Now he wants to go down that road. Well, I'm telling you, he's a Ferrari in the garage. Don't worry.
He's out of the garage now.
Don't worry when we see. You don't have to worry about him. Everything's going to be fine.
Okay.
You know, there's nothing to worry about.
So is this the Super Bowl year, Mark in New Berlin? Is this where he becomes a Super Bowl?
This is the Super Bowl year. Hop on the train. Don't jump off it right now. Nobody's going to play this game.
Are you worried?
Are
you worried that Aaron Rodgers will win this weekend and will win a division title before Jordan Love does after Love took over for
Aaron?
For Aaron.
I'm not worried about that because that's not going to happen.
Okay.
The Ravens are a way better team than the Steelers. I'm not worried about that at all.
He's lost his fastball too. You know why? He didn't say he's the choker. Aaron Rodgers, the choker.
Oh, I love you, Mark in New Berlin. I hope you're right about the Ferrari. He's out of the garage. We'll see what he can do. Mark in New Berlin, all-time Scalzo and Brust family member right there.
Another sad moment is I was on YouTube. When I turned my head to the side as I'm wearing the headphones over my bald spot, you can see...
Just the patch?
The patch.
Yeah.
Not good.
Bill and Delavan, welcome to Scalzo and Brust. What do you got?
Hey, guys. I was the official, unofficial clergy person on the old show till you guys got your divorce.
What is a clergy person?
Yeah, you asked it back then, too.
He still hasn't learned. He's a man of the cloth.
I'm a deacon in the Episcopal Church. My comments, I think LaFleur and Goody did a pass with the injuries this year. This whole season has been overreaction Monday. 1 week we're going to the Super Bowl, and next week is fire LaFleur. Just goes over and over. But beginning of the season, we looked like we had something, so I think they deserve another year.
All right, so you think injuries, let them get for another year, but you wouldn't sign them to the extension. You would let them live on sort of this last year of their contract, see if they can do something special next year.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Bill, the official, unofficial clergyman of the Scalzo and Brust family, clergy person of the Scalzo and Brust family, Bill from Delavan, of course. Yes. Look, I'm okay with that. My thing is just, I feel like the Packers fan base right now is that of like a conflicted human being where they are just stuck between, hey, I'm happy, I'm convincing myself that I'm happy, but I'm also kind of miserable, and I thought life had more in store for me. You know, it's almost like Packers fans are sort of collectively at a midlife crisis where it's like, hey, like I thought I did everything the right way, and I thought that this would bring me a little bit more joy and a little bit more fulfillment and a little bit more happiness. And
That's the midlife crisis of the Matt LaFleur, Jordan Love era.
Now I find myself sort of being like, is this all there really is? Are we ever just going to we're just always going to be a wild card team? We're always going to be good, not great. We're always going to have an excuse here. And it feels like collectively that's what it is. And you're a person divided saying like, okay, do I want to stay with this? Because maybe it's worse if I leave this situation. Or are you going to stay with that because you say, you know what?
It's a stable marriage.
Because you know what? It's stable and like it's good enough. And I could leave. Or do you say, I want to leave because I always expected more from my life. And this is all that this combination has shown me right now. And I think that Packers fans in the fan base is at this sort of midlife crisis moment of, are we ever going to be more than this? Is ain't bad good enough?
Ain't bad.
From our Gary, Indiana guy?
So I would consider Greg Scalzo a very solutions-oriented person. Is that fair?
Yeah.
I still, Strove, correct me if I'm wrong. Have you heard a solution from Greg, or is he just presenting Packers fans having a midlife crisis?
I would say the latter.
Yeah. Just saying a lot, not providing solutions. Very
No, you asked me what I would do if I were Ed Policy.
And you danced around that answer, too.
I didn't. I said that I would no longer have the organizational structure that they had, and you'd have to make a choice between GM and coach, and then you ultimately have to have them be connected. Yes, I was very clear. I answered it. You're both morons.
We're so back.
You both don't listen, except for when you each respectively talk. It is like you guys are very similar. I'm starting to see Strove's hairline recede right now as he's looking into his future. Your hair even looks kind of similar right now.
I have a great head of hair. Don't put me in that.
Great head of hair? Yeah, I have a great head of hair. You have a good head of hair.
You're right.
Yes.
You have a great head of hair.
Yes. 800-990 ESPN.
Not so much.
800-990-3776. Rachel in the 3rd Street Market Hall. Welcome into Scalzo and Brust.
Hello, greetings from outside your studio. I don't have much to weigh in on the situation for you guys with the Packers. I really feel for you guys. I'm a Bears fan. I grew up in Chicago and moved to Milwaukee as an adult. But I really do respect the fact that people in Wisconsin really put a lot into their feelings for football, and I think that that's really admirable. It's funny to me because on the 20th when I actually went to a movie because I was like, I'm going to have too much anxiety watching this game. I can't do it. I check my phone every few minutes after the game starts, right? Get to the end of the game, there's someone in the lobby of my movie theater watching the game. I go, there's 5 minutes left in the 4th quarter. There's no way we're winning this. Got home from the movie, did not check the score. My friend texted me. She said, somehow the Bears won. I was like, excuse me, what? I checked my phone. I was absolutely shocked. And the funny thing was, the next day, I noticed a lot of people seemed really upset and very sad. And as someone who grew up as a Bears fan, right, we've had a lot of downs, a lot of really bad seasons where for us it's just like, okay, we got to start over. We need things to rebuild. And our coach has said that it's just like a rebuilding year. It's like play. We need to get better. It's a good year, right?
Yeah.
But people here get really upset, and I really feel that they care so much, and that's why they're upset.
There's
right?
a lot of passion on both sides, which is great. But what I want to know from you, Rachel, is do you ultimately have an opinion on Ben Brust receding hairline, and should he or shouldn't he go to Turkey to get it addressed? I don't know if you have a significant other and how you feel. But the funny thing was I broke up with a Packers fan this year who was balding, and I would actually recommend that you don't go to Turkey because the hairlines people get in Turkey are really bad. If you're going to get hair surgery, I would say don't go to Turkey. Go somewhere else. Did you dump him because of the hairline?
Oh, no, I dumped him because he cheated on me.
Oh! Well, sorry.
But the funny thing is, I dumped him, right? And now this is the first year that the Bears are #1 in the NFC North. And I was like, maybe I should have done this sooner. I don't know if there's any correlation.
Do you think his transgressions and you holding him accountable to that has flipped the rivalry now? Do you think you're a part of that?
I hope so. I know a lot of the comments I've seen from Packers fans right now are people going, "Oh, this is your Super Bowl. You guys treat it like your Super Bowl." What does that mean? Like, we won a big rivalry game. We're excited that we won a big rivalry game after years of being pretty bad, right? Like, we're excited.
What the Super Bowl is
not,
for you guys.
The Super Bowl for us is really going to the Super Bowl, which we've done before. It's been a while. But, like, the point is that when people say, "Oh, this is your Super Bowl," I'm just like...
800-990 ESPN. Thank you very much, Rachel, from the 3rd Street Market Hall. We're going to go to Taylor in Waukesha. Taylor, welcome to Scalzo and Brust. What do you got?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What up?
Hey, Strofe, you're still a clown, but Ben, I got a question for you.
Okay.
If a magic genie came down and said he'll give you a full head of hair right now, but you're going to lose 3 inches in your height, would you do it?
Hell no.
So you go from 6 feet tall to 5'9"?
I'm done with this show. I'm done.
To 5'9"?
I told you in the break, I missed this. I don't anymore. I don't miss you bullying me.
No, you're going from 6 feet to 5'9".
I measured myself at the doctor without shoes.
But you have hair. Is that, hold on, Taylor, was that the hypothetical? So he goes from 6 feet to 5'9", but he has hair versus he stays at 6 feet, but he has no hair.
Well, no, I'm asking, would he do 2 inches? But real quick, Ben, I got a solution, though. People are claiming that the red light therapy for hair, tea tree shampoo, like, you can do this, man. I got faith in you.
All right, thanks, Taylor.
Thank you, Taylor and Waukesha. 800-990-ESPN, 800-990-3776. We'll finish up on Scalzo and Brust next.
You're listening to Scalzo and Brust, presented by Michelob Ultra.
Whose face is on the dime? It is FDR. You know who that is?
Franklin FDR. Franklin Roosevelt.
There you go.
What's his middle name?
Scalzo and Brust.
I will accept Franklin D. Roosevelt. That is good. That's good enough. That was mean. Now I'm being mean to Ben. Hand up, pat on the back to me. I apologize to Ben Brust. Now I'm picking on him.
Scalzo and Brust. Available anywhere you get your podcasts with Wisconsin On Demand.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
And free groceries.
Okay, just calm down. We'll get to that later.
Stay tuned in right here to score free groceries.
Stop, please.
Okay, I'm shutting up. My lip is zipped.
Let's get to this week's specials at Century Foods.
Now through Wednesday, save on 5 to 16-ounce selective varieties, Frito-Lay kettle or potato chips, Doritos, or rolled gold pretzels, 2 for $6. 8-pack or 64-ounce selective varieties, Mott's apple juice, 2 for $6. 8-ounce selective varieties, McCormick cocktail or tartar sauce, $2.29. 16-ounce selective varieties, Dots pretzels, $4.99.
And now time for the big reveal. Free groceries.
2 over the top.
Free groceries on Century Foods.
Forget it. I'll handle the rest. Enter to win $500 worth of free groceries on Century's Facebook or Instagram by December 31st.
Pain has a way of stealing the moments that matter most, especially during the holidays. It's not just your knees, your back, or your shoulders. It's time with family and friends. But in 2026, that all could change when your body remembers how to heal. It just needs a little help finding the way back. Dr. Ashley Caravelli and her team at QC Kinetics here in Milwaukee believe relief doesn't just come from surgery or pain pills. They use your body's own natural healing abilities to repair and restore what's been lost. It's your body's comeback story, powered by the very cells that built you in the first place. No surgery, no pain pills, no long recovery, just your body remembering how to feel alive again. QC Kinetics delivers that long-term relief that you're finally looking for. Make the new year your turning point where pain stops defining you. It's time to take that first step. Literally, time to walk, enjoy the holidays, live without pain, and live without hesitation. With QC Kinetics, healing is within reach. Schedule your free consultation today at QC Kinetics. Give them a call at 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
And ESPN Radio Extra Point with Gabe Neitzel.
If this was Michigan 15 years ago, 20 years ago, before the NIL and transfer portal era, I would say they would have some work to do in repairing the trust and making sure that you can go out and get those recruits, that the recruits are going to trust the university and do all those things. Now it just seems like as long as you're spending the money, you're going to be competitive.
Yeah.
And I don't think the boosters are going anywhere. They've loved Michigan football for a very long time. So as long as you have the money continuing to flow into the program, I feel like hiring Kyle Whittingham is a great hire for the University of Michigan because he's still going to have the support. He's gone out, shown that he can be a highly effective coach. Heck, in the BCS era, he led Utah to an undefeated season. But he has shown that he can be a highly successful coach. And if he gets the support that most coaches do at Michigan, I think he's going to be fine.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Man, I love seeing the old gang at these reunions. Did you see Brian? He's in better shape than he was 25 years ago. How is that even possible?
Yep, I ran into him a few weeks ago and had to ask. He told me he started taking Eugenics Total T2.
The testosterone booster?
Yeah, but it's way more than that now. It also skyrockets your nitric oxide in as little as 3 hours. I started taking it right away and I'm already seeing results.
I was wondering what you were doing. You seriously crushed me in that pickup game last week.
Yep, after 40, energy, strength, drive, it all starts going downhill. But with T2, I feel like my old self again. Stronger, leaner, and my energy is way up. My wife even noticed a difference. They're giving out complimentary bottles right now. Just send them a text.
Text CAR to 321-321 for your complimentary bottle of new Nugenix Total T2. Text now and you'll also get a free bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our most powerful fat incinerator. That's CAR to 321-321.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. Product not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Save me, save me, save me.
Scalzo and Brust, sending you out the right way. Stroh finally comes back to work after 2 to 3 weeks off, sitting on his couch, drinking with his mom during the day. Benny's losing his hair. Josh will never be friends with him again. Josh's mom is even more angry. Mussolini's looking for revenge.
Is the Scalzo and Brust family broken?
Joshy, or not
it
Joshy.
It would be fitting. We're all parents of divorce.
JB has become the 32nd man. I don't know what happened today. We'll see if the Packers can do it in the playoffs. Thank you, Strophy, for coming in and doing your job for once. Benny, good luck tonight. I know you need to get home right away. And for you, the Scalzo and Brust family, let's have a New Year!
Can you feel it? It's the thrill of witnessing a walk-off grand slam.